Following is a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports. It's time for Sully Butte Sports on Country 95.3. Sully Butte Sports is brought to you by 83 Ag Sales, AGE, Bank West Oneida, Barber Chemical and Barber Farm Service, The Blue Goose, and Brett Spray Service. And by Agtegra, CHS River Plains, Colson Farms, Kona Ag Oneida, Don's Food Center, Eric's Custom Repair, First Dakota National Bank, and Yag Air. Sully Butte Sports is also brought to you by Lamb Chevy, Oahe Grain, Oliver Construction, Ringneck Energy, the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection, the Sully County Sheriff's Office, Sunrise Bank, The Corner, Wheeler Seed Farm, Yakney Ranches, Venture Communications, and Lincoln Out Construction. Now let's head to the booth for the call of the game with a Hall of Famer and the voice of the Sully Butte Chargers, D.T. Meyer.
And a good evening to you. Thanks for bearing the wait as we thought this game would get going a little bit earlier, but we're running just a little bit behind on the start of this one as some of the games went a little bit longer that were ahead of us this before the varsity game. Wyatt Barichka with you. Big thanks to Eliza back in the studio for keeping this game live on the air this evening. It's a doubleheader for the Sully Butte Chargers as they will host Lyman this evening. For the girls, they would fall in their opening game, which was a 56-31 loss against North Central last Friday. The girls would finish with 23 turnovers. Yeager would lead it all scoring for the Chargers at 11 points for the high. Again, 23 turnovers was kind of the story, and then defensively trying to improve on those. Again, it's the first game of the season, so lots of opportunities to improve as the season goes on. But their opponent is a team who made the state tournament a season ago. They would finish in the consolation game as the number 3 seed, and will be taking on the Lyman Raiders, who earned a 65-36 win last Saturday in their one and only game. The Scott sisters would combine for 44 points in their match, or in their contest, as both scored 22 points in the game. We'll step aside. We'll take a 90-second timeout. We'll talk about the history between these two teams. That's coming up next here as you're tuned in to Country 95.3 Sully Butte Charger basketball on Country 95.3, a Riverfront broadcasting station. We're back in 90 seconds.
Get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida.
About 5 weeks
the Blue
ago
Goose
or
has
so,
a relaxing
5-6 weeks ago, something
and
like
it's
that.
a great place to talk about the game. Not only
you've
that,
got another chance
but you can see
at them
info
again, this
and
time on
pictures
their
of past
field.
teams and players. It's history with
Does
the
that kind of
focus
give
on
you
the
some,
future.
does that kind of
One
at least
spot that
knowing
has it all.
And we'll just keep it here. We apologize for some of the technical difficulties here. And we'll get to those ads in just a moment here as the Sully Butte Chargers playing their second game of the season. And both teams playing their second game. This is the first of 2 for the Chargers, as on Friday they'll be going to Harriet Selby area for their third game of the season. Just taking a look at some other games going on this evening. And I'm going to go back a little bit of ways. We did talk with head coach Susie Ruling, and we'll get to that conversation in just a minute. Some other area teams of interest tonight to look at. Faith will be hosting Bella Forge in their one game of the evening. Yeah, taking a look at some other games. I'm trying to see if there's any local area games. I believe Stanley County in action. Yes, they are at Winter for their contest coming up. For these two teams, going back, according to Max Preps, to 2006. It'll be the 14th meeting since 2006. Sully Buttes do have the advantage at 9 wins to 4 losses. Lyman, though, has won the last 2 meetings. The last contest was a final of 59-16. You have to go back to 2023 on January 2nd, where the Chargers would win 55-34. So the Chargers looking to snap a 2-game losing streak against the Raiders going into this contest. We talked with head coach Susie Ruling. We'll take a 2-minute timeout and come back for that conversation. That's next here on KLXS Country 95.3, a Riverfront broadcasting station. We are back in 2 minutes.
Together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and coworkers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida. Proud to be a supporter of Sully Butte Sports.
At 83 Ag Sales, we specialize in precision planting to help you create a growing environment that will maximize your efficiency and crop yields. We're committed to helping you improve your planting and production with the best technology available. Located in Oneida, 83 Ag Sales, here to make the most of your growing season. Call us at 605-222-5385. We can help you choose the right components for your equipment and your operation.
AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Butte Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work construction and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
At AgTegra, we're leveraging the power of the cooperative to benefit our farmers and ranchers, their families, and local communities. We're creating jobs for your neighbors and putting money back into our communities. We're lending a hand in our rural fire departments, food banks, and 4-H and FFA programs. That's what local is all about. When you do business at AgTegra, you help us make a difference in your community. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
Back here on Country 95.3 here with head coach Susie Ruling. And coach, last week, I know it was the first game of the season, but maybe what were some of the key takeaways after playing that first game of the year?
Just making sure for our defense, some things we got to work on there. And offensively, we didn't play very well in our offensive end. We didn't meet our passes. But the key was try to hopefully box out and play our defense, really good defense. And we didn't do that very well last week.
I know turnovers were not the greatest of things, and that kind of maybe something that stood out to me. It wasn't of a lack of, somebody just trying to make their own play. I mean, they were trying to move the ball around, and just those turnovers just gotta hurt sometimes too. Yeah,
the turnovers really hurt us. We like to do a lot of forcing in instead of ball fake and then get the ball into them. We've been working on that a little bit. Try not to rush on our offense, and do the little things that we need to do and to improve.
Speaking of those little things or just things to improve on, I mean, only one day and then you're playing another team. I mean, just kind of maybe some of the things you wanted to work with your team yesterday going into today.
We worked with getting up and down the floor a little bit faster. We know these guys like to run and gun. They will look to drive. They will look to cause the fouls, and they'll definitely shoot threes from the outside. So we know a lot about them. It's just whether we come out ready to play or not, and I'm hoping that they are.
You kind of went into my next question. We were talking about Lyman a little bit. The Scott sisters kind of are the couple that stood out to me just based on what happened last week. I mean, how important is it to maybe kind of slow Lyman down, but also, some of their key players?
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to slow down our offense. We don't want to get into a running gun with them, and then we definitely going to have to communicate on our defensive end and know where those girls are so they're not getting their points through the game.
You kind of, you make my job so much easier. You answer like 3 questions in one, but Coach, X factor in this one, I'm sure it's going to be defense and stuff like that, but if there's just one thing you want to see from your team tonight besides the, running down the floor in defense, what is it?
Communication, shooting the ball very well, and boxing out would be some of the keys tonight that's going to be helping us.
Perfect, Coach. Thank you for your time. Best of luck tonight.
All right, thanks, Wyatt.
Big thanks to head coach Susie Ruling for spending some time with us before this one tips off here. It's a doubleheader, so the boys will play next. We'll talk more about that game as we get closer to it here in this one. Starting lineups, national anthem are coming up here in just a few moments as the Chargers looking to seek their first win of the season as they take on the Raiders from Lyman. We'll be back in 2 minutes. National anthem and starting lineup is coming up next here on KLXS Country 95.3, a Riverfront broadcasting station.
As community bankers, Bank West employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose Bank West. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
At Ringneck Energy, our mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of our investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Ringneck Energy, located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida. Call 605-945-6900 and check out our website, www.ringneckenergy.com. Ringneck Energy in Oneida.
Back here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports, as we get you set for the Sully Butte Chargers taking on the Lyman Raiders. Yeah, we will have a national anthem, so we'll send it to the PA here in just a moment. As actually, we'll just go to them right now. The national anthem is coming up while starting lineup next.
Please enjoy the game and support your team in a positive manner. A few announcements before the game. Parents, please keep young children seated in the bleachers during the game for their safety and the viewing enjoyment of others. All spectators are asked to please use the trash cans located in each aisle. At halftime of the varsity games, the Sully Butte Booster Club will be conducting their hoop shoot. At the end of the first quarter of the boys basketball game, they'll draw for the winner of the boys basketball half-court shot. The winner will be selected, and whoever they choose to shoot the halftime shot will happen during the halftime of the boys game. If they make the shot, they win the progressive pot. Tonight's pot is at $550. At the end of the third quarter of the last game, the senior class will draw for the winner of the 50-50. Now we ask that you please keep in mind the men and women of our armed forces as they stand guard around the world as we pay honor to America with the playing of our national anthem. By the Sully Butte Pep Band under the direction of Mrs. Erica Paxton. Proper respect. Remove your hat, stand at attention, and place your right hand over your heart. Veterans and out of uniform active duty personnel may salute the flag.
National anthem getting played there, and we will do your starting lineups here. We'll start with Lyman. They'll be in their road blacks tonight. White numbers and letters. They are trimmed in red. It will look like this. He'll be number 1, a 5'8 sophomore in Bree Smart. She'll be followed by number 2, a 5'9 junior in Kenzie Wagner. It's number 3, a 5'11 sophomore in Jordan Scott. You'll probably hear that name quite a bit tonight. Number 11, it is a 5'5 junior in Brooke Montgomery. And to round up the starting lineup, the lone senior on this team, a 6-foot senior, number 21, Mac Scott. Head coach for Lyman this evening, it's Cody Volmer this evening for the Raiders. For your Chargers, it'll look like this evening. It'll start like this. Number 22, a 5'7 senior in Jaden Yeager. She'll be followed by a 5'5 senior in number 23, Nevaeh Westfall. Number 31, a 6-foot senior in Scotland Kinney. Number 32, a 5'4 senior in Miley Weishadel. I want to apologize for her as I mispronounced her name last week, but Miley Weichenel is going to be starting this evening. Number 33, a 5'7" senior. And number 33, Tavery Smith. Head coach Susie Ruling here as the head coach for the Chargers this evening. Chargers in their white uniforms, purple numbers, purple lettering, trimmed in white Chargers across the jersey. As Kinney is going to start in the center circle, and we are underway here from Sully Buttes High School in Oneida. It will be controlled by the Raiders to start this one off, and a quick miss shot and a one and done for the Chargers as they get it from Lyman. Kinney at the charity stripe will look to give it off now to Weichenel, who will throw a three. Couldn't get it to go, and also a one and done for the Raiders. Raiders get the points, and that is courtesy of Brooke Montgomery. And it's a 2-0 lead for the Raiders. Yeager will make her way right side outside. Give it up top now for Westfall, who will lose the basketball. Going to be taken away by Smart, who will give it up there to Jordan Scott for two. And they're going to be quick tonight. This is what the Raiders are. They are a quick, fast team. Coach Ruling talking about how they have to get quickly back on defense. And also the rebounds, got to limit those turnovers today for the Chargers. Westfall for two, looks to get it off the glass, couldn't do so. And will be picked up there by Scott. Skip pass over now to Montgomery, gives it up top for Smart, and will drive in, and a whistle and a foul on the Raiders side. Was on the floor. They'll give the foul to Westfall. Will be her first, team's first, with 6:45 left to play. Ellie Nelson will check in for Smith. And Lyman will trigger it in. Quickly is over now to Scott. Scott to Montgomery. Triple from the right. Can't let that one to go. Yeager cleans it up off the floor. And we'll slow it down for the Chargers. 4-0 right now on your scoreboard if you're watching live on the top of the screen. Radio will try to give you updates as possible. Losing the basketball quickly is picked up. Montgomery, who was the first one there. It was Weichenel who was trying to beat Montgomery to it, but it will be a foul, and Westfall will pick up her seconds. No, they do change that. I apologize. It's Weichenel who picks up two personals quickly. Inbound is Scott. Swing it now to Smart at the top. Give it inside now for Jordan Scott for two. Gets it in the paint and drops it in. Jordan Scott with four. And she had 22 in their opening win against Gettysburg. And so did Max Scott. There's a turnover there for Sully Buttes. And it's going to be Bree Smart on the other end to lay it up and lay it in. And Coach Ruling going to spend her first timeout. She'll take a full. It's 2 minutes in, and it's 8-0 for the Raiders. We'll step aside. 30-second break. We'll be back here on Country 95.3.
Hometown shopping at its best. Don's Food Center has what you want and where you need it most. Right in Oneida. Enjoy a great selection of groceries, fresh meat and produce, friendly service, and more. Get all your snacks for the big game at Don's Food Center. Don's Food Center is a proud supporter of Sully Buttes Athletics and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Don's Food Center, where parking is convenient, shopping is easy, and your time is priority.
Back here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. Whether you're tuning in on the video or radio side of things, we appreciate you tuning in. Coach Ruling for the Chargers, spending her first time out. 2 minutes in, it's an 8-0 deficit as the Chargers face that coming out of the timeout. Sully Buttes going from left to right. Lyman from right to left on the radio dial. Timeout. Coming out of the timeout will be Yeager, Kinney. It'll be Nelson, Westfall, and we'll be seeing Allie Bueller for the first time this evening for the Chargers. Westfall will bring it up. Smart is going to meet her halfway. And quickly will pick it up. Looks to get it off to Kinney. Almost stolen out. It's stolen from Scott. Scott going to quickly get it over to Smart for two. And it's just those easy underneath baskets. They do like to quickly get down the court. That's where those easy buckets are coming for the Raiders. this evening. Kinney in the paint, looks to go from left to right. That one going to be also taken away by Scott. Scott will look to get it off there, and it's Smart again. She is quickly getting down and getting those points, and it's 12-0 with 5:24 left to go in quarter number 1. That one going to be last touched by Lyman. As Nelson was trying to get the pass, and checking in for the first time, it's Berkeley Burney in for the Chargers. Coming out will be Westfall. Nelson will trigger it in. She'll get it into Burney right near the midcourt stripe. And is able to quickly get away from that. Bueller looking to lob it into Kinney, and Kinney is not able to get it, and she'll be the last one to touch it. And another turnover for the Chargers. Only have gotten 2 shots off of the Chargers. Both from three-point land. Scott, though, 3, knocks it in. Nothing but nets. Jordan Scott with 7. 15-0 with under 5 to play. Beeler, right side, outside now. Will pick up her dribble, give it off there to Burney. Burney was looking to give it off to Kinney. It's another turnover, and it's going to be Scott with the bucket and layup. Jordan Scott with 9, and another timeout from Coach Ruling. And show the frustration down already 17-0. I mean, it's not like it's slow, methodical offense from Lyman. It's just the turnovers leading to easy buckets. It's a 30-second timeout, and we'll just keep it right here. Be responsible going to the game and driving home. Please obey the speed limits in towns and on the highways. Arrive alive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. 4:37 left to go in quarter number 1. The Chargers looking to seek their first bucket of the evening. Have taken 2 shots, have not been able to get either one to go in. 4:34 left to go. Chargers keeping their same 5 out. Burney will dribble that out of bounds, and it's another turnover. Lyman haven't made a substitution yet. It's Montgomery. Gives it off, was looking for Scott. Now we'll give it off to Max Scott. Skip pass over to Montgomery. Triple from the left side, knocks it in. Montgomery from 5 on the left wing. And the Chargers just looking for something to get their offense going. Looking for, Kinney. And fighting for it is Max Scott, who will rip it away. Quickly is McKinney. Left wing gives it off to Max Scott. Wagner, first time we've called her name. That 3 is off the mark. Max Scott with the rebound, puts it, turns it around, and puts it back in. First point for Max Scott. Then we'll get a foul on the other side from Smart. She'll pick up her first and the team's first of the evening. Birdie will check out. Let's fall back in for the Chargers. 3:47 left to play. Inbound trigger to Nelson, back to Westfall. Goes to the left side. Lyman playing in man-to-man defense. Westfall looking for Kinney again. Another turnover. Scott will give it off to Jordan Scott, who will lay it up. It will drop in. And a chance for a three-point play for Jordan Scott, who already is in double digits for points this evening. Has 11 of the 24 for Lyman with 3:33 left to play. First time Lyman makes a substitution as Ella Ellers is in. First trip by either team tonight at the charity stripe. Jordan Scott knocks it in and gets the three-point play. It's 25-0 with 3:30 left to go. Westfall over the mid-court stripe, makes her way down to the right. Looks to hand it off to Bueller. Bueller looking. Yeah, was looking for Kinney. Kinney went away from the basketball. It's a turnover. And then that one's going to be an and one. That is going to be Montgomery, who leaves the gym with the 2 doors at the end. And Montgomery picks up the bucket with a chance for a three-point play in back-to-back possessions. Davery Smith back in for the Chargers. Three-point play is good. 3:10 left to go. Westfall trying to get some room. Now we'll give it off to Nelson. Nelson to Yeager. Yeager will look for Smith. That one taken away by Montgomery. And the Chargers with 11 turnovers to start this contest. Have only put up 2 shots. Triple from Smart, right side. Going to be left short off the front iron. And we'll have it out of bounds. Last touch there by Ehlers. And it's going to go to the Chargers. Just the third miss for Lyman in the first quarter with 2:42 left to play. Yeager gives it to Smith on the left wing. Now up top to Westfall. Westfall, handoff down to Nelson. We'll swing it to Yeager. Right side outside. Looks for Kinney. Is able to get it there. Now we'll bounce to Westfall. 2 is on the way. That's going to be no good. And rebound will go to Scott. Scott quickly to Smart for 2. It's good. Yeah, with 2:13 left to go. Chargers down 30-0 in the first quarter. Looking for Kinney again. It's off her fingertips and out of bounds. And that's going to be a turnover for Sully Buttes. 2 minutes to go. Lyman still no break. And that will be the first turnover taken away by Nelson. Pump fake on Scott. Couldn't get the shot to go in as it was deflected there by Max Scott. And quickly on the other side, Ehlers for 2. Looks to get it off the glass. That's no good. Yeager will rip it away. And gives it off to Nelson. Nelson makes her way to the left side. Chargers with 25 on the shot clock. Westfall will give it up to Yeager. Now to Nelson. Nelson, Kinney at the top. Skip pass over to Westfall. Long 2 on the way. Hits off the right iron. Bounces to the left side and out of bounds. Last touch by Lyman. No changes to the lineup. It will be Westfall to trigger it in. Underneath the left side. Inbound. Last swat away from Scott. It will stay with Sully Buttes. 1:20 left to go here in quarter number 1. Westfall looking for somebody. Now they'll get it off. It's Yeager to the right side. Yeager back to Nelson. Left wing up top, back to Yeager. Yeager, long 3 is going to be off to the left. And a fight for the basketball picked up there by Scott. Scott quickly to Ehlers. Montgomery back to Ehlers. Thought about a 3, but Westfall closed in quickly. Montgomery's going to swing it off to Scott for 3. That 3 going to be off the mark is Montgomery tried to save it. Yeager will be the one who picks it up. And we're under a minute to play here in the first. Kinney, right side, tries to spin left, has to spin right now. Now we'll look to give it off to Smith. Goes all the way to Yeager. 3 is on the way, and we will have a foul. And 3 free throws coming up for the Chargers. And Jaden Yeager, who was the only one to score in the first quarter last week. And they'll be seeking their first points with 36.9 left to go here in quarter number 1. Yeager finished with 11 on Friday. She currently has 3 rebounds on the night. This to get rid of the goose egg off the scoreboard, and she will with the free throw. Still got 2 more free throws. It was a 3 from the left corner. Yeager will miss the second one off the front of the iron to the right side. Kenzie Wagner going to check in for Smart. And we'll have 1 more free throw from Yeager. 2 of 3 trip from Yeager. Says the Chargers have 6. I have 2. Now the scoreboard gets it right as quickly Lyman moving the basketball around the arc. Now they're inside as ripping it away was Jordan Scott. She'll lose the basketball out of bounds, and the Chargers will get it back. See if the free throw trip last time down will get something going for Sully Buttes. Final 20 seconds, shot clock turned off. Westfall brings it down, makes her way to the right side, gives it off to Yeager. Yeager going from right to left, now in the key, gives it to Nelson. Nelson will fire 3 with 10 on the clock. No good. Smith with the rebound. Smith is looking for Westfall, couldn't get to her. And well, we got a fight, and finally a jump ball is called with 1.7 left to go. And the Chargers will have the arrow. Westfall will trigger it in with 1.7, basically catch and shoot for the Chargers. Westfall looking, continues to look, and we'll have the 5-second count be called, and now it's Lyman who will get the catch and shoot. Next guy will pick it up from past half court, hits off the top of the shot clock, and we're done with 1 quarter to play. It is the Chargers down 30-2 to start this game. We'll step aside for a 60-second timeout. We'll come back for the second quarter here on KLXS Country 95.3, here at Riverfront Broadcasting Station. We're back in 60.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Terry and Peggy Barber and family with Brett's Spray Service in Pierre, Oneida would like to wish the Sully Buttes Chargers good luck with tonight's game and all season long. Call Brett's Spray Service today at 258-2743 for all your aerial application and retail chemical sales needs. The Barbers would like to remind you what Henry Ford once said, that when everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it.
Venture Communications provides blazing fast speeds for affordable internet services. Streaming has never been so easy as it is with these super fast speeds. Don't want to leave the house to mail in that pesky bill? That's okay. Venture Communications allows you to pay your bill online or with an e-bill mobile app. They have local support to help with all of your needs. Contact Venture Communications at 605-852-2224 or visit our website at venturecom.net.
Back here on KLXS Country 95.3. Chargers start with the basketball here in the second quarter. Kinney will spin to the right, off the glass. Couldn't get that shot to go. And it's going to be a second opportunity for the Chargers after Kinney was able to get the rebound. Swings it to Yeager at the top. Thought about a 3, drives in. Floater in the key, off the glass right side. Picked up there by Weishadel. And she'll get the buckets. And the Chargers get the first score of the second quarter. Back now to the Raiders. They'll swing it around the arc. Now feed it inside for Collins. Collins will throw it off to the right. Couldn't get that one to go. She gets it back courtesy of Jordan Scott. Second chance for Lyman. That one's going to be no good either. And a foul. It's going to go for the Chargers. Foul going to be given to Collins. She'll pick up her first and the team's first of the quarter. As for the Chargers, Westfall, Yeager, Kinney, Nelson, and Weishadel are on the courts for the Chargers. And Yeager will get fouled from Wagner. She'll pick up her first team second with 6:52 left to play. Yeager will trigger it in from the side. She'll get it back quickly after giving it off to Nelson. 6:47 left to go. Chargers down 30-4, and they'll turn it over quickly to Lyman. Jordan Scott goes a little too far, will miss the layup, and Nelson is able to clean the glass, and we'll get a foul as the Chargers will keep the basketball. And that's quick, 3 quick fouls for Lyman. Quickly, the second one for Collins. 90 seconds gone by. Yeager will make her way to the left. Give it off to Nelson now. As Lyman trying to double team if they can. Quickly, Westfall at the top. Pump fakes. Drives to the right. Goes looking for off the glass, but it goes off past the iron. And a missed shot going out of bounds. Lyman with 13 of 15. In the first quarter shooting. Chargers 1 of 9 currently. That one going to be a turnover from Lyman. And Sully Buttes will get the basketball back. Chargers didn't get their first score until under a minute left to play. Near the 30-second mark of the first quarter. Yeager backs her way in, looks to give it off to Kenny. Kenny couldn't secure the pass, and it's going to be taken away from Max Scott. We'll get to Jordan Scott. Bounce pass it off to Montgomery. Triple from the left corner. That one going to be no good. Rebound picked up there by Yeager. Yeager already 4 rebounds. Nelson trying to take it all the way. Weishadall to Yeager. Swing it now to Kenny. Now to Westfall. Left side. Goes from left to right. Throws it up. Gets the call. And she'll go to the charity line. Give the foul off to Montgomery as she'll pick up her first. And just like that, the Chargers are a foul away from bonus for the rest of the quarter. Westfall will make the first. 3 of 4 from the line is Sully Buttes. Yeager will check out. Bernie will check in. And we got one more free throw with 5:26 left to go. Second free throw is good. And it makes it 30-6 here in the second quarter. Lyman has yet to score. And they'll swing it around. Give it inside underneath. That was Wagner who couldn't get it. And it's going to be back to the Chargers. Here's a drive from Nelson. Couldn't get the shot to go in, but we'll have a whistle out of bounds, and it will stay with the Chargers. Westfall will trigger it in. Looking, give it off to Birdie in the left corner. Loses it for a moment, able to pick it up. Now looking to give it off to somebody. It's Nelson, 19 on the clock. Chargers having space out, and it's going to be taken away. It's Jordan Scott all alone and lays it up and in. And that will break the goose egg in the second quarter for Lyman. Quickly down the court, Bernie throws it up, couldn't get it to go in. As Weishadall was trying to get the rebound and then quickly ripped away from the Raiders. That one taken away. Westfall is swatting it away. Was Nelson. And right back to the Chargers. Definitely have slowed the Raiders down here in the second quarter. You like to see that defensively for Sully Buttes. And now Lyman will slow it down. Scott near the logo. She'll swing it off to Jordan Scott. She'll fire a 3 as it goes off to the left. And the Chargers will let it go out. And they'll get the basketball back. Halfway point here of the second quarter. And we will see J.C. Yeager for the Chargers for the first time with 4:01 left to play. Again, big thanks to Eliza back in the studio. Keeping things on the air. Also, big thanks to Peggy, who's running the camera this evening, along with the scoreboard. Another turnover for Sully Buttes. Max Scott will take it all the way herself. And she'll get her first bucket of the second quarter. She's already got 4 points and 4 rebounds. 34-6 your score. Chargers were down big in the first quarter. They weren't able to get their first score until 36 seconds, and we'll get a jump ball. Possession error will favor Lyman. Bueller will check in for Bernie. And Lyman will get it back. 3:30 left to go. Montgomery swing it over to Smart. Left side, skip pass out to Montgomery. Give it inside. It is Smart. Smart right side off the glass and in. Chargers trying to close that, but just got the better shot. And it's 36-6. Kinney trying to back her way in. Spins to the right. Shot deflected by Scott. And it's going to be a turnover. Stolen away. Weishadel. And the foul going to be on the Raiders. Matt Scott will pick up her first. And Weishadel going to go to the line and shoot a pair courtesy of the bonus, which Sully Buttes have not been able to capitalize on in this second quarter. First time they're able to do so. First free throw going to be off the mark for Weishadel. And we'll get a quick change as Jaden Yeager will check in for J.C. Yeager. And we'll get one more free throw from Miley. Chargers 4 of 6 from the line. That one going to be off the mark. Now we got to fight for the basketball. Scott is the one who comes up with it. An empty trip for the Chargers. Scott up top. Smart makes her way to the right side. Was looking to give it off there to Ehlers. And that'll be a turnover for Lyman. 2:43, Chargers down by 30. He's making her way to the right side was Bueller. Now it's Kinney, excuse me. Good looking shot, but it was taken away. Weishadel was trying to get it back, but couldn't get the shot to go down. And it's two opportunities, but couldn't get the shot to go in. Quickly, Smart floater from 10, and that one's going to be no good. Yeager slows it down with 2:13 to go. Westfall at the top. Picks it up, gives it off now to Kinney. Kinney was looking for Yeager on the cut. Shot deflected. Good play there from the Chargers, but couldn't get the shot to go in. Ehlers comes out. In for Ehlers is Claire Griffith. Calling her name for the first time this evening. Kinney was looking to spin to the right, but there was two Raiders there, and it's going to be a turnover. And Max Scott will slow it down with under 2 to play. There's Griffith. Now to Wagner. Skip pass to Scott. Scott, left hand from the left side, and she'll get the whistle. And a trip to the line for Scott. It will be her first of the evening. Just the second trip. Actually, third trip is both free throw attempts were 3-point plays. Right now, Lyman has made both those free throws. And that will be a miss there from Scott. And we'll get one more free throw with 1:44 left to go. Scott to go 1 of 2. And she does. Right now, low scoring second quarter, just 11 points scored. Lyman has outscored Sully Buttes 7-4. Out of bounds, Chargers will retain the possession of the basketball. We'll try it again. It's Yeager. As Lyman continues their man-to-man. And trying to get the trap was Lyman. Yeager, nice job to give it up to Bueller. Bueller's 3 is no good either. Scott will quickly give it over to Jordan Scott for 2, and she'll lay it in. Jordan Scott with 16 points on the evening. 39-6 with 70 seconds left to go. Westfall to Yeager. Up top now we'll swing it to Weishadel. Weishadel now to Westfall. Long 2, and will be a 1 and done as that rebound was courtesy of Wagner. And we're under a minute to play. 50 seconds left to go. Smart, skip pass. Get up to Scott, now back to Smart. Pump fake on the right side. And she'll just throw that right into Westfall, and she'll bring it up and slow it down. Shot clock separated by 4. And Kenny, who went away for the basket, fell to the floor, and it'll cause a turnover. And shot clock is turned off for the Raiders here in the final 19 seconds. Griffith back to Scott. Now it's Jordan Scott. Inside give to Wagner. Now give to Smart. That shot no good. And wash it all with 5 seconds to go. Yeager will heave it from half court, and it will be short. And that is how we end the first half. 39-6. Chargers needing a big second half here in just a little bit. We'll step aside. We'll take a 2-minute break. We'll get some first half numbers, and we'll step aside and recap what's coming up here in just a little bit. KLXS Country 95.3 Pier, a Riverfront broadcasting station. We're back in 2 minutes here on Country 95.3.
Remodeling a little or a lot, or replacing the old with the new, Oliver Construction in Oneida is reliable, honest, and affordable in helping you make your house the home you've always dreamed of. Large or small, inside or out, give Oliver Construction a call at 295-2289 for all of your home construction and remodeling needs. Oliver Construction, 295-2289.
Score big on your next vehicle purchase with Lamb Motor Company in Oneida and Gettysburg, Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, and Lamb Auto Sales in Pierre. Check out their large selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs at any one of their locations, or go online to lambmotor.com. That's LAMBMOTOR.com. Or give them a call today at 800-952-2222. Lamb Motor Company of Oneida and Gettysburg, Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, and Lamb Auto Sales in Pierre.
Whitmer Seed Farm, already known for high-quality certified seed wheat, and now they're your Beck Hybrids dealer. Jesse and Sherry Whitler and family are proud supporters of students and athletes of Sully Buttes and wish them all the best this season. Whitmer Seed Farm is the industry leader in variety, selection, seed treatments, and their loading is second to none. Visit whitlerseedfarm.com or give Jesse a call at 605-280-0152. Your source for seed for every acre. Located in Agar and Oneida, Whitler Seed Farm, 605-280-0152. Eric's Custom Repair supports Sully Butte Sports and its athletes. Eric's Custom Repair is your trusted mechanic located in Agar. Stop into the gas and convenience store to fuel up and fill up too. Eric's Custom Repair, located on Highway 83 in Agar. Call today to schedule an appointment. 605-258-2137. That's 605-258-2137 for Eric's Custom Repair of Agar. Go get 'em, Chargers.
Back here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. A tough first quarter for the Chargers as they trail 39-6. Just 16 opportunities from the field were the Chargers, and they did a better job in the second quarter, limiting Lyman. Only 9 points scored in the second quarter after it was a 30-2 start after one quarter of play. Sully Buttes were outscored 9-4 in the second quarter. Turnovers, I have Sully Buttes for 18 and Lyman for 5. The Chargers went 0 of 6 from three-point land, 1 of 16 from the field. 4 of the 6 have come from the charity stripe this evening. For the Raiders, they are 17 of 29 from the field. A lot of it was transition buckets and some underneath shots, so the high percentage shots are favoring Lyman right now. They're 2 of 6 from three-point land, and all have only had 3 trips to the line where they've gone 3 of 4 from the charity stripe. That is your team stats here after one half of play. Taking a look at rebounds, and right now, again, all stats unofficial from my side of things. unofficially, I have even amount of rebounds at 10 apiece. That is their team numbers. We'll step aside and get you individual numbers next here, as we'll take another 2-minute timeout, get you individual statistics. That's next here on KLXS Country 95.3, a Riverfront broadcasting station. We're back in 2 minutes.
Awahi Grain in Oneida has been doing business with you, the producer, since 1954. They're one of the largest privately owned elevators in central South Dakota. Their friendly and knowledgeable team of employees is there for you. With 220-foot truck scales and 5 dump pits, they're sure to get you back to the farm quickly. They also have a 110-car shuttle loading facility and have 2 grain dryers to help serve you in all your grain handling needs. Call Awahi Grain Corporation in Oneida at 258-2811 or check them out at awahigraincorp.com. Grain is their middle name.
With over 40 years of experience, Lake and Out Construction Incorporated is your one-stop shop for grain handling on the farm or commercial. From repairs to complete new build projects, we've got the expertise to take on the toughest jobs. We're a proud authorized Sukup dealer ready to meet all your grain bin needs with quality products and dependable service. Call Todd today at 605-295-0011 for quality work backed by a crew. Winning season.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Barber Farm Service Incorporated and Barber Chemical wishes good luck to the Sully Buttes Chargers. Growers, call Ken or Jack for all of your planting and harvesting solutions at 258-2708. That's 258-2708. Barber Farm Services and Barber Chemical, located under the White Water Tower, 2 miles south of Oneida. They know that hard work does pay off. Go Sully Buttes Chargers, from all of us at Barber Farm Service and Barber Chemical.
Back here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. Let's take a look at some of your individual statistics, and we'll start with the opposing team for Sully Buttes, and that's Lyman. Right now, you got 2 in double-digit figures. Bree Smart has 10 points, Jordan Scott with 16, Brooke Montgomery with 8, Max Scott right now at 5 points and 7 rebounds. She has 7 of the 10 on the evening for the Raiders. For the Chargers right now, you got 3 in the scores column. All have scored 2 points. Jaden Yeager, Nevaeh Westfall, and Miley Weishadall in the contest so far. Yeager with 5 rebounds and 2 points as well. Nobody in foul trouble yet for either team so far this evening, and only 1 for the Chargers with 2 fouls, and Weishadall, who has 2 so far. A couple of foul troubles for the Raiders. Just Collins with 2 fouls. She picked up 2 quick fouls early in the first quarter. That's your look at your individual and team statistics here in the halftime intermission. Boys game will come up next. We aren't going to go anywhere. We'll keep it here on Country 95.3, and we'll keep this stream rolling. If you're watching on the video side of things, yes, we are going to be a little bit behind, it looks like, for the start of the boys game, but don't go anywhere. We'll have that game for you coming up here next. We'll take one more final 2-minute timeout and go into the second half. Chargers with a lot of work to do as they trail 39-6 in the halftime intermission. You're tuned in to Sully Buttes Charger basketball here on Country 95.3. We're back in 2 minutes.
Deep roots in rural South Dakota. Venture now proudly provides fiber to the home with 100% of our customers, enabling them to enjoy super fast and reliable internet connections. We'd like the opportunity to keep you in touch with the people and resources that matter most. 100% fiber and 100% committed to rural South Dakota. Call Venture Communications today at 605-852-2224, 605-852-2224, or online at venturecom.net.
The Sully Buttes Chargers are on fire, and so is our grill. Before you head to the field or the court, stop by the corner. We're celebrating the Chargers. Come fill your tank, grab a drink, snack, and show your team spirit with us. It's where Charger Nation gets ready to go. For either home or away game, fill up your car and your stomach. Call ahead if you're running late at 605-258-2400. Order your pizza or burgers and have them waiting on you. The corner is located on Highway 83.
Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, they make banking easier with convenient mobile banking. Enjoy on-the-go, secure access to your account balances, recent account activity, and check images, as well as the ability to transfer funds and make mobile deposits. Visit mysunrisebank.com today or download the mobile banking app. Sunrise Bank Dakota is a proud sponsor of Sully Butte's athletics and activities and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, member FDIC.
YAG Air Incorporated is your locally owned ag chemical and seed retailer. YAG Air Incorporated offers reliable ground and aerial application. For the latest seed and chemical pricing, contact Kyle at 605-280-8710 or Tony at 605-280-4771. YAG Air for all your ag chemical and seed needs. Kyle 605-280-8710 or Tony 605-280-4771.
Getting you set for the second half here. Chargers down 39-6 against Lyman. Is both teams will go different ways now. It'll be Lyman going from left to right. Yeah, the Chargers from right to left. It will be Charger basketball to start the second half, and just want to find some momentum just right off the bat. Get something going here. You don't worry about what's on the scoreboard right now if you're the Chargers here. In this second half, it will be the same starting five for both teams as Westfall trying to just get some separation. Now finally we'll give it off to Yeager as we are underway second half here. Boys game coming up here after the conclusion of this one. We'll keep the live stream going as we did get a couple of questions of whether we were going to have two different streams or just keep it at one. 7 on the shot clock. Yeager gives it off to Kenny. Was looking for Smith. It'll be a turnover on the first possession for the Chargers. Quickly on the other side, he's smart as it rolls off the front iron. And second opportunity for the Raiders as Max Scott was there to clean it up. And then getting the bucket there is Jordan Scott, who has now 19 as that was a three-pointer. Yeager at the top, matched up there by Jordan Scott. Now we'll give it off to Kenny. Goes to the left side, kicked out to Westfall. Now it's past to Smith. Smith back to Kenny, gives it to Yeager on the cut. Can't get it off the glass. And it's going to be a one and done for the Chargers as they'll go the other way. Scott at the top, directs traffic with 25 on the clock. Montgomery to Smart. There's a swing over to now Montgomery inside. I was about to say Scott twice, and both Scotts are out there. There's a three from Jordan Scott, and she'll connect on her second three in the half. She's got 3 threes, and the Raiders are 4 of 8 from three-point land. Jordan Scott with 22 on the night. Weishadall was looking to put up the shot. Avery Smith was under there to clean it, but couldn't get the buckets to go in. On the other side, bucket's going to count as Max Scott will get the score and a foul on the Chargers. And we'll see who they give the foul to. It looks like Jaden Yeager will be credited for the foul. That'll be her first, team's first of the half, and Scott will look to get the three-point play. She's 1 of 2, now make it 2 of 3. 48-6 now. It's a quick 9-0 run to start the second half. Kenny was looking to give it to Smith. Turnover as Max Scott will give it off there to Jordan Scott underneath as they both run the floor. And it's another 2-point layup for Jordan Scott. 5:30 to go. Kenny matched up there by Scott. Got to put the ball to the floor as falling to the floor was Weishadall. And it's going to be another turnover for the Chargers. Max Scott, who is all alone, will lay it up and in. Weishadall was trying to close in quickly, but it was a little too late for her. 5:05 left to play. Jaeger dribbling high, looking to find somebody as it almost turned it over. Weishadal, 2 off the glass, but too far to the left. And a second opportunity. It's Weishadal who gets her own rebound, runs down and gets it, and goes all the way back to put it in. Hustle up for there from Miley. On the other side, the Raiders shot going to be over the backboard, it looked like, but apparently not enough to say out of bounds for that one. Smith was the one who cleaned it up. Westfall to Smith. Deflected shot there was from Wagner, and she'll quickly just pick it up, give it over now to Smart on the other end. And Smart's got 12 in the evening. Westfall to Kitty on the left wing. Kitty looking, get it off to Jaeger. Jaeger spins in the paint. Shot from the right arm. Couldn't get that one to go in either. And it was picked up by Smart. Quickly, it's Scott on the other side of the left layup. And it goes in. Max Scott is 12 points, 9 rebounds, so she's a rebound away from a double-double and a timeout from Coach Rulli. It'll be a quick 30-second timeout. We'll just keep it right here. 3:44 left to go. It is Lyman 56, Sully Buttes 8. Be an example. Driving sober shows your passengers and others that you take responsibility for them and yourself. Arrive alive, don't drink, and drive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. Quick 30 from the Chargers. Just trying to find some momentum here in this second half. So right now they only got 2 from Miley Weishadal, who missed the shot, ran down her own rebound, and then took it back to the bucket and laid it up and in. It will be Chargers basketball out of the timeout. Ellie Nelson in for the first time this second half. She'll check in for Smith. It's the only change to the lineup. Weishadal will get it back after giving it off to Nelson. That was almost swiped away there from Smart. Westfall looks to drive in. That will be ripped away there from Montgomery. It's going to be a turnover, and Montgomery, who rips it away, will take it all the way down for the score. Jaeger had to find somebody. Now we'll give it off to Westfall after a couple of Chargers ran all the way back to get it, and then they'll immediately turn it over. Jordan Scott takes it herself after getting the steal. She's got 26. 60-8 with 3:03 to play. Jaeger to Weishadal in the paint. They went off the wrong pivot foot. We'll get a foul on the whistle. It looked like Weishadal was looking to use her left foot instead of her right foot. That's why she had to give it up, and a foul saves the possession for the Chargers. Get a substitution. Beeler will check in. Westfall will check out. Nelson looks, got to give it off to somebody. Does, gets it into Jaeger. Jaeger was looking for Kinney. It's last touch there from Jordan Scott. And it goes right back to the Chargers. You're hearing the bench of the Chargers just looking for them to kind of move around for these inbound plays. And the inbound does go to Beeler, who will get immediately fouled. And I believe Montgomery is going to pick up the foul for Lyman, and that'll be the second team foul of the quarter. Then we'll give it off to Montgomery. That'll be her second, team second. Inbound to Kitty. Gives it off to Beeler on the right wing. Beeler looks to Nelson. Nelson at the top looking to drive in, and it's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow will favor Lyman. Is Smart was going to basically take that away and try to run the floor. It was something Coach really was talking about, was This team will play fast, and if they have an opportunity, they'll go quick. In this case, they got to slow down. Scott to Max Scott in the paint, off the iron, in the glass, and in. Max Scott has got 9 in the quarter. Chargers right now only 2 points scored in the third quarter. Shot from Weishall is going to be off the mark. Quickly down the other end are the Raiders. Underneath, throwing it up was Smart. And it's a one and done for the Chargers, or for the Raiders, excuse me. Nelson, right wing, was looking for Kinney, and that'll be going right back to the Raiders with 35 seconds left to go. Shot clock separated by 4. Scott will swing it over now to Smart, right side. Back up top down to Montgomery. They'll swing it over to Wagner. There's a mid-range jumper. It's going to be good from Scott. I should say Jordan Scott, as we got final 13 seconds left to go. Chargers can hold for the final shot. Yeager loses it. It'll be last touch there by Jordan Scott. And the clock will continue. We are in running clock, so 1 second left to go. Nelson will throw up a shot at the final buzzer of the third quarter, and we'll go to the final 8 minutes here from Oneida. The Chargers trailing this one 64-8. That's third quarter outing was 25-2 in favor of Lyman. We'll step aside. Final 8 minutes coming up next after this 60-second timeout.
Before or after the game, get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and co-workers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida. Proud to be a supporter of Sully Butte Sports.
At 83 Ag Sales, we specialize in precision planting to help you create a growing environment that will maximize your efficiency and crop yields. We're committed to helping you improve your planting and production with the best technology available. Located in Oneida, 83 Ag Sales, here to make the most of your growing season. Call us at 605-222-5385. We can help you choose the right components for your equipment and your operation.
Final 8 minutes coming up here on KLXS Country 95.3. Chargers going to be looking for some momentum going into Friday. They'll be going to Harriet Selby to take on Harriet Selby area. And we're underway here. Quarter number 4 is beginning. Chargers have the basketball to start the fourth quarter. Nelson will give it off to Weishall. Weishall to Kinney. Kinney will put it up off the iron and drops to the right side. It'll be a one and done for the Chargers. Quickly on the other side, Jordan Scott once again. And this is just how Lyman, they play. They just go up and down the floor. And that was what Coach Ruling was talking about earlier before this game. Because right now your score 66-8. Weishall will have 2 Raiders and a foul going to be called first before the jump ball. First foul on Wagner. That'll be her third personal, first for the team. Jordan Scott will check out as she has 30 on the day. Running clock here for the final 8 minutes. 7 minutes to play. Bueller will put up a shot that will bounce off the iron and it will drop in. Bueller with her first points of the evening, and Chargers get into the double digits again. You're just finding some momentum going into Friday, which we'll have that coverage for you here on Country 95.3. Montgomery give inside to Wagner, now give to Ellers. Ellers' shot is a underneath as it hit the rubber, and the Chargers will get the basketball back. Kinney loses the basketball, and it's going to be last touch by Scotland. And it goes right back to Lyman. Montgomery now. To Smart. Yeager gets to the passing lane. That'll be a turnover. And Lyman closes quickly as the Chargers did have a 3-on-3. Weishadall will put up the shot. She'll be fouled. And will go to the line. Miley Weishadall will have her second trip of the evening. Chargers just 7 attempts from the line. In this contest, it'll be 8 and 9 coming up as the first one will be off the mark. Being a good sport, whether at the field or in the gym, good sportsmanship is a responsibility. Whether you're at home or on the road, show your respect to the players, fans, and facility. Arrive alive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. Second free throw off the mark. There's a give now to Scott. They'll swing around the arc. And Weishadall almost getting the steal. Couldn't do so, but I think if there's a player of the game right now, Weishadall definitely trying to earn those honors. Another one and done for Lyman. Weishadall for 2. That'll be off the mark to the left side. Kenny was trying to get the rebound. And it will stay with Sully Buttes. We're going to check in for Miley. We have 5:05 left to go. Kenny will trigger it in. Gives it off to Yeager. Yeager will try to lob it into Kenny, but it's going to be a turnover for the Chargers. And quickly Lyman back down. They'll swing it around the arc. Inside give. Charity stripe shot from Smart, and it's nothing but net. Smart with her second bucket on the half, and it makes it now 68-10. Smart with 14. 4 Raiders in double digits tonight point-wise, and the Chargers will turn it over as Nelson was looking for Kitty. Lyman making more changes. Ellers is back in. Checks in for Montgomery. We'll see Tavery Smith in the next stoppage. Getting to the midway point of the fourth. Skip pass over to Griffith as we're seeing her for the first time in this fourth quarter. There's a 3-fire going to be left short. And underneath was Smart who got the rebound. Now we got to fight for the basketball. And out of bounds, they'll go to Sully Buttes. Smith will check in for Kinney. And clock continues to run here. It will be Lyman picking up their second win of the season. They defeated Gettysburg on last Saturday. Chargers will have one more game this week in Harriet Selby area. Again, we'll have that coverage for you here, but coming up next as we get a whistle on the floor, it will be against Lyman. Trying to see who they gave that foul to. They gave it off to Ellers. And we'll get more changes to the lineup as Lyman slowly clearing their bench. Collins is back in for the Raiders. Beeler trying to go around the arc. Now gives it off to Yeager. Yeager will try to put up a shot, but we'll have a whistle. And Yeager will go to the line and shoot 2 as they're going to give the foul to Collins. That'll be her third of the evening. Trying to get you guys the game on Friday as the first one is good. And we'll have one more free throw here from Yeager. She's had a couple of trips to the line today. And the second free throw is going to be off the mark for Yeager. So it's a 1 of 2 trip. Collins was the one who picked up the rebound. And the Raiders will have it for the final 2:36. Yeah, the Raiders almost losing it. Then trying to save it was Ellers. Gives it off to Nelson. Nelson on a 2-on-3. Gives it to Beeler. Beeler for 2. Hits the top of the backboard. Drops down. It's Nelson who picks up the rebound. Quickly to Yeager. That's an in-and-out shot. That's a tough one to miss there for the Chargers. And we'll get a timeout call. And it's going to be for a substitution change. Let's see, Josie Jessup into the contest for the first time. We're also going to see Avery Brackey in. Weishadall for Miley Weishadall in for the Chargers. Also, Kinney is going to be back in as Yeager and Smith will check you out. J.C. Yeager going to check in here on the next whistle. It's final 2:05. So we'll swing it around. Reiki to Ellers. Both teams clear their benches here. For the final 153. Jessup will look to swing it over to Griffith. That'll be a turnover for the Raiders. J.C. Yeager, will check back in. We'll get time from Sully Buttes. It's going to be a quick 30-second timeout, it looks like. So we'll just keep it here. Trying to get you guys a start time on Friday. That's going to be a 6:30 tip-off Friday for the girls in Harriet Selby area. We'll have that coverage for you here on KLXS Country 95.3 and online at Country 95.3 Sports. Boys game coming up next, and the boys for the Sully Buttes Chargers will get their season going tonight, and then they'll have one more contest this week at home. Lyman to play their second game, and we'll see the boys for the first time this season. Gang timeout was taken by Sully Buttes, and it looks like it's a full timeout. We'll still keep it here, though. Give a big thanks to the Sully County Sheriff's Department for this reminder. Be a good citizen, help out in your community. Your friends and neighbors make Oneida strong and proud. Working together, we all can make our town great. Arrive Alive, this message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. Bueller, Kenny, Weishadall, and Yeager and Nelson, are in here. Yeah, J.C. Yeager will fire a shot. That's going to be off the mark. It's going to be Reiki who picks up the rebound for the Raiders. As we approach the final 75 seconds left to go in this one. Liliana House is also in for the Raiders. There's a give to Collins. Almost got away with it. Almost traveled there was Collins. Lyman just swinging around. 10 on the shot clock. Griffith inside Collins. Right side. Tries to go underneath. Shot is off the front of the iron. And then a second chance for the Raiders. 3 from House. Going to be left short. And it'll be going back to the Chargers. As the clock will continue here. Shot clock will be separated by 3 seconds. Boys coming up next, we'll have a quick post-game report and then get right into the pregame show for the boys. Bueller are going to fire a 3. That one going to be left short as well. Jessup was the one who picked up the rebound. Shot clock is turned off. House at the top. Skip pass over to Brackey. Give inside to Collins with 12 on the clock. Shot no good. Fight for the basketball. He's going to end up with Nelson coming up with it. Final seconds. Can Nelson get it in? She'll put it off the glass. She'll be fouled. And it's going to be a trip to the line. As both teams want to get certain moments in there. And Nelson going to go to the line. Sully Buttes are off the bench for that one. And we have half a second on the clock. Nelson will fire some free throws. She'll make the first. And we'll get one more free throw from Nelson, and that'll do it. Chargers will fall with a final of 68-13. And we'll step aside quickly for a 2-minute timeout, get you a quick report of the postgame, and go into the boys' game. That's coming up next here on KLXS Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. Back in 2 minutes.
In Crane Service are proud supporters of Sully Buttes Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
At Agtegra, we're leveraging the power of the cooperative to benefit our farmers and ranchers, their families, and local communities. We're creating jobs for your neighbors and putting money back into our communities. We're lending a hand in our rural fire departments, food banks, and 4-H and FFA programs. That's what local is all about. When you do business at Agtegra, you help us make a difference in your community. Agtegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
Teamwork is autonomous sprayers and license applicators. They have the team to get the job done. Their fully stocked warehouse will always have the latest products and technology available. Service, quality, and efficiency. That's the game plan at Barber Chemical. See Barber Chemical for your soil and tissue sampling needs. Good luck, Chargers, from your teammates at Barber Chemical in Oneida.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Foul on this one. It is the Chargers falling with a final of 68-13 as we have your post-game report here on Country 95.3 going quarter by quarter real quick. The Chargers were outscored 30-2 after one. Best defensive quarter for the Chargers, actually it would be the fourth quarter, but it was 9-4 after two. That would make the halftime score 39-6. Third quarter, the Raiders would score 25, holding the Chargers to 2, and the Chargers would outscore the Raiders in the fourth at 5-4. That's your quarter by quarter. Looking at team scores real quick here. The team stats here. Overall for the Raiders, they would shoot 51 shots. They would convert on 59% of them, 30 of 51 from the field. From three-point land, they were 4 of 9 and 4 of 5 from the charity stripe. For the Chargers, they would go 3 of 31 from the field, 7 of 14 from the charity stripe, and 0 of 7 from three-point land in the shooting statistics. Rebounds, Lyman would win the advantage unofficially. 20-16 was the rebounding advantage for Lyman. Taking a quick look at individual statistics, we'll start with the Raiders. They had 4 in double digits, led by Jordan Scott with 30 points. Bree Smart would finish with 14 points and 3 rebounds. Brooke Montgomery would finish with 10. Max Scott would finish with 14 points and 9 rebounds. And that was all the scoring that Lyman did in this contest. For the Chargers, it was led by Miley Weishadall. She is our player of the game, brought to you by Yackley Ranchers, who is the player of the game for the Sully Buttes Chargers in this one. Miley Weishadall would finish with 4 points. Ellie Nelson with 2. Allie Bueller with 2 points. Jaden Yeager with 3 points and 6 rebounds. Nevaeh Westfall with 2 points on the night as well. So that is your scoring for the Chargers. Yeah, we will get you set here. We do have one more obligation of the girls' game. That is our unsung hero, brought to you by Colson Farms. It's, again, time for your Country 95.3 Colson Farms Unsung Hero Award. Goes out to the player that works hard, gives it their all, and that's what makes the team better. You may not have heard me say their name, but the unsung hero goes out about their own way. They take a difference in the game. Colson Farms also works with their friends and neighbors to make sure everyone is successful. Thought Allie Bueller defensively tonight had a pretty good performance. Also, it could go to Nevaeh Westfall, but we'll go with Allie Bueller as your unsung hero of the game, brought to you by Colson Farms. Now, Let's get ready for the boys game coming up here on Country 95.3. It's the first time the Charger boys in front of the home crowd, but also the first time in game action this season. And make sure I get the right information, get my stats pulled up here. Take a look at how these two teams fare coming into this one, as the Chargers were 17-5 last season. They did not lose a single game at home. They would follow the Sodax 16 as Coach Brian White enters his 14th season at the helm for the Chargers. For Lyman, they come in with a 1-0 record. They finished 17-9 a season ago. They would qualify for the state tournament. Lyman getting the win over Gettysburg to start their season. Taking a quick look here, and I know we do have an interview with head coach Brian White. I want to make sure we get to that interview as well. We'll take a quick 90, and we'll get everything else set up for this one coming up. We'll take a quick 90, talk more about this matchup of the history, and an interview with head coach Brian White. That's next here on KLXS Country 95.3.
Adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of our investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Ringneck Energy, located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida. Call 605-945-6900 and check out our website, www.ringneckenergy.com. Ringneck Energy in Oneida, creating economic opportunities in our community.
Koenig of Oneida, Pierre, and Winter has provided our services to growers of South Dakota for over 50 years. We focus on providing our customers with the products, services, and attention to detail that each farmer needs to succeed. For your individual needs of custom spraying, liquid or dry fertilizer, chemical, soil sampling, seed sales, and treating, stop in and see us at Koenig with offices located in Oneida, Pierre, and Winter. Hometown shopping at its best. Don's Food Center has what you want and where you need it most. Right in Oneida. Enjoy a great selection of groceries, fresh meat and produce, friendly service, and more. Get all your snacks for the big game at Don's Food Center. Don's Food Center is a proud supporter of Sully Buttes Athletics and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Don's Food Center, where parking is convenient, shopping is easy, and your time is priority.
Country 95.3 online at Country 95.3 Sports, whether you're listening on our station or online, or you can watch this game online. Country 95.3 Sports on YouTube. Taking a look at the history real quick between these two teams. It will be the 22nd meeting since 2005. The Chargers have won the last two meetings against the Raiders. The last contest was in 2024, December 17th, where the Chargers won 53-43. You got to go back to a year before 2024, December 17th, where Lyman's last win was a final of 56-17. That's your history between these two teams. So the Chargers looking to hold on to that two-game win streak that they have over the Raiders. The Raiders did make it further than the Chargers, despite the Chargers having, theoretically, percentage-wise, a better record than Lyman. But it's going to be a good matchup. See how the Chargers pull this one off tonight, as, again, they're going to be having a lot of action in the post area with the matchup. We'll talk about what I mean by that with head coach Brian White. And with that, let's go into that pregame interview with head coach Brian White, who enters his 14th season as the head coach of the Chargers. Back here on Country 95.3 here with head coach Brian White, entering his 14th season now. And Coach, first off, how are you feeling going into the season this year?
We're ready to go. Excited. We got a great group of kids. They're playing hard. They're getting after it in practice, and we're excited to.
Back here on Country, we've only gotten a couple of weeks of practice in, but just kind of first initial thoughts with this team.
Well, we got some really good seniors. That's the first thing we got. And then we got some young guys behind those seniors that are going to play a lot of minutes for us. So that they're going to make big strides this year, and I think we're going to see some success because of that. And I think we'll lean on our senior leadership to continue to help us grow and get through the hard times and through difficult situations, and that always come up. Like, it's just part of playing being part of athletics. So we'll lean on our seniors in those moments, and some of our young guys are really going to have some standout nights and some probably a standout year for some of them. So I'm excited to see what they do. It's kind of like a mesh between the old, what was, and then what's to come, and I'm excited about that with this group, and they're going to play really hard. They play for each other. They care about each other, and it's going to be fun to watch.
You kind of alluded to the senior leadership just a little bit, but I'll ask you to go kind of more in depth of it. How important is it going to be this year, especially with the mix of veteran and youth presence on your team?
Yeah, obviously Wes has started now for, I think he's been a fifth-year starter, fourth-year starter, something like that. Gavin started this will be his at least third year starting. I don't know if he started as a freshman or not, but these guys are great leaders. They lead in different ways. And then James is going to jump in there, and James is the kid that just kind of has stayed the course. He's a program guy. He's works really hard for his teammates, and he's going to do whatever it takes to help us win games. So, between those three, we've got a lot of different styles of leadership, and we got some really good players. I mean, obviously, we got some guys that can get some stuff done on the court as well.
Talk about some of the emphasis that you've had the first couple of weeks with your team. Just kind of what are some of the things you wanted the team to focus on heading into tonight?
We're going to have to defend. We're going to defend, and we're going to play fast. So if we do those two things tonight, we'll be really happy. We're going to get after you defensively. We're going to play 94 feet. We're going to try to put pressure on you and make you do things that you don't want to do. And then offensively, we're going to try to get into our early offense and make them play out of disadvantaged situations. And if we can play out of advantaged situations, I think we got basketball players that can make some things happen. So we're excited to see what they do. It's a little bit different style than maybe we've played in the past because we got some different kids. We got some guys that can do some things that we're pretty excited to see what they can do tonight.
You kind of went into maybe my next question about maybe a game plan going tonight. Was watching your practice yesterday, Coach. You kind of have some ideas of what you hope to see from your team, at least on the defensive side of things. I mean, just how important is, you mentioned the aggressiveness in defense, how important is that going to be as far as an X factor in this contest?
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be an X factor. I think it's going to be a big part of what happens tonight. We're going to have to be aggressive defensively. We're going to have to take care of the ball. We're going to have to rebound the basketball. If we do those three things, you always give yourself a chance to win a basketball game. And then we got some kids that can make some shots. So we're going to get up. We're going to get in some people's faces and do the things that we want to do, and hopefully dictate the game defensively. And if we can do that, it'll give us an opportunity.
Perfect, Coach. Am I missing anything you want to add?
No, just thanks for covering us, and welcome to Charger Nation.
Perfect, Coach. Thank you for your time, and best of luck tonight.
Thank you much.
Big thanks to head coach Brian White for giving us previewing of this contest between the Chargers and the Raiders from Lyman. Lyman have already played a game this season, and we will also see the Chargers here for the first time in front of the home crowd. A jam-packed gymnasium here at Sully High School as we got about 2 minutes left to go. Let's take a 60-second timeout, and we'll get into the starting lineups here in just a moment. KLXS Country 95.3 Pier, a Riverfront Broadcasting Station. We're back in 60 seconds.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Terry and Peggy Barber and family with Red Spray Service in Pierre, Oneida would like to wish the Sully Chargers good luck with tonight's game and all season long. Call Red Spray Service today at 258-2743 for all your aerial application and retail chemical sales needs. The Barbers would like to remind you what Henry Ford once said, that when everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it.
Back here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports, as we get you set for this one. It is the Sully Butte Chargers and the Lyman Raiders getting you here to wrap up some high school basketball this evening in South Dakota. We have some more sports going on, but hopefully you stay here with us and not go somewhere else for this contest. Sully Butte Chargers going to be in their home whites, purple numbers, purple lettering, trimmed in that purple in gold. Lyman Raiders going to go in their road blacks, red numbers, red lettering, trimmed in white with the intercolor stripes, as well the black and red stripes on that one. Waiting for the final moments here. We'll have to go with the Lyman lineup that gets announced here. I was not able, unfortunately, to get the starting lineup for the Lyman Raiders. They are under head coach Cooper Gardos here for the Lyman Raiders. Again, we mentioned Bo White. It is 14th season here for the Raiders as well, making sure we're not getting a starting lineup for the Chargers, I should say, for Coach Bo White. And we'll take a look at that starting lineup. It'll look like this. Number 2, a 6'1" senior guard in Conway Collins. He'll be followed by number 3, a 5'11" junior in MJ Diem. Number 4, a 6'4" forward sophomore, Cole Kiefer. And number 10, a 6'4" junior, number 10, Dawson Vollmer. And to wrap up the starting lineup, it is number 22, a 6-foot junior guard in Canyon Gardos. That is your starting lineup for the Lyman Raiders. And for your Chargers, it is going to look like this. It is number 3, a 6'3" freshman in Easton Moore. He'll be followed by number 10, a 5'8" sophomore in Jet Yackley. Number 15, a 6'1" senior, Wesley Whitler. Number 20, a 5'10" senior in Gavin Colson. And to round up the starting lineup, the third and last senior on this team, a 6'2" setter, number 44, James Miles. That is your starting lineup here, and I gotta make sure we got James Miles on this roster here. I probably should fix that before we get underway here in this one. As both teams getting set, both teams won 17 games a season ago, and one is looking to go 2-0, one looking to get their first win of the season. It will be Easton Moore, and it will be Cole Kiefer in the center circle to tip this one off. 8 minutes on the clock. Yeah, we are underway as the tip-off is going to be controlled by the Chargers. And actually, we do have a different player in that starting lineup, so we'll get that here in just a moment. As the first bucket is going to be off the mark and brought down by Moore. And quickly on the other side, the Raiders get the rebound after the missed shots from the Chargers. 20 seconds got off. These two teams going to run the floor, and that's going to be a turnover for the Raiders. Expect a lot inside tonight from the Lyman Raiders. It was something that the Chargers definitely worked on yesterday at practice, especially since the Raiders will have the height advantage this evening. Chargers first time slowing things down as Colson will give it off to Moore. Back to now Yackley as Chargers swinging it around. It's Moore, left corner. He'll fire triple. It's going to hit off the right iron and fall down for Vollmer. First triple of the contest shot there from the Chargers. Wasn't able to capitalize as we go a minute in. And no score on the scoreboard. Driving in, it's going to be Kiefer off the left side. Glass it in. And the first bucket will go for the Raiders this evening. Chargers slow it down. It's Yackley now. He'll give it off to Whitler. Triple from the top. That one going to be off the mark as well. And the Chargers will keep the basketball after last touch there from Lyman. 2-0, quarter number 1 here. Again, first time Charger Nation is able to watch the boys this season. Again, girls started their season last Friday. Second shot for the Chargers on that possession is off the mark quickly on the other side. And Yackley going to swing his arm. Probably not intentionally, was just trying to swat the basketball away. And Volmer going to go to the line and shoot a pair. I want to give a big thanks and a reminder from the Sully County Sheriff's Department. Be responsible going in the game and driving home. Please obey the speed limits. This first miss there from Volmer. Want to make sure I finish that read. Arrive alive, this message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. And this one, still 2-0 after the missed free throw, and it'll be a 1-2 trip. Making it now 3-0 with 6:40 left to go in quarter number 1. Chargers still looking for that first bucket. Whitler now left side outside. Matched up there by Collins. A man-to-man defense. Whitler going to go all the way. And it's going to be off the mark. And Kiefer quickly down to the other end as he gives it off. That layup no good either by Chance Seaboy. Quickly, Whitler will go left side. That layup is off the mark as well. A second chance for the Chargers after they rip it away. That one also going to be a turnover. The other side, it is down 4-2 as this gym is loud to start this one off. 5-0. Raider advantage. See a substitution here on the next whistle. There's a give now to Miles as Miles' shot is no good. Now Lyman's the one who likes to slow things down. There's a give now to Kiefer. Kiefer almost has that ripped away from Whitler as he's able to save it. That one in the way as Moore gets into the lane for the steal. Here comes Whitler. Whitler triple from the left. That one's no good. And the Chargers can't get anything to go as that lid is closed. Left wing. Give it now to Seaboy. Seaboy in the paint. Seaboy shot no good. Whitler goes side to clean up the glass. Whitler with a couple of rebounds. Here's 3 from Yackley. Can't get that one to drop either. Chargers 0 of 8 from the field to start this one off. Seaboy underneath. Defense stopped there by Miles. Second chance, and Whitler trying to rip that away. And we'll get a jump ball as possession arrow will favor the Chargers. And this game is quick to start things off. First time we're going to see Cooper Falkenhagen in the ball game. Miles is going to check out, get a breather here. We'll see some full court pressure here from the Raiders with 4:53 to play. Big thanks to Lee jumping on the camera, running the scoreboard this evening. Big thanks to Eliza back in the studio. Yackley, left baseline, gives it off to Moore at the top. Moore going to try to drive in the paint. Floater from 8. That one no good. Second chance, and we'll get a whistle before the shots. As Moore trying to go put it back up and in. And we'll get a whistle on Lyman. First team foul for the Raiders. And I believe they were going to get Kiefer. That is the case. He'll pick up his first, team's first. Whitler will trigger it in. It's Moore at the top. Moore seeking. Gives it off down to Colson. Colson land it back to Yackley. Yackley will back his way in the paint. Makes a move. Makes a second move. Shot no good. Cleaning it up is Falkenhagen. 4-2 as he gets the rebound after the missed shot. And the Chargers, after 11 attempts, gets their first. Chargers down by 3. Here's a drive from Kiefer. Kiefer will swing it out to Volmer. Gets the screen from Kiefer. He'll fire. Triple. Gets it to go. It's Kiefer, or Volmer, excuse me, with the triple. Chargers on the other end. That's good from Gavin Colson. Chargers down by 4. And that'll be a turnover from the Raiders. Throwing it out of bounds was Vaughn. It'll be the 4th turnover from Lyman. Sully Buttes with only 1 so far this evening. As Whitler talking with the ref. Both of them just having friendly conversation. Chargers have the basketball down by 4. 3:33 left to play. Whitler will swing it over there to Colson. Colson now going to drive in from the right side. Looking to give it off. Does down to Yackley. Yackley He was looking for Moore. Moore didn't even see the basketball. And it will go out of bounds. Second turnover for the Chargers this evening. Chargers have had more shots. They've only connected on 2. Lyman, 3 of 7 from the field in the first quarter. Kiefer will swing it to Diem. As Diem will miss the 3, and it lands in the hands of Colson. Skip past the Colson at the top. Left side, now to Yackley. Yackley catch and shoot. 3 is good. Chargers bring it to within 1 with 2:47 left to go. Back to the Raiders. On. Now to Kiefer. Kiefer makes his way to the right side. Diem. On, back to Diem with 2:30 left to go. Diem calling for a screen, gets it. He'll fire at the top and can't get that 3 to go down. And then we'll get a whistle as Moore was the one who came in to get the rebound. It'll be a foul on the Raiders. Second team foul. Second foul for Cole Kiefer, and he'll have to come out. And a couple of substitutions for the Raiders. Seaboy is back in. Also in is Conway Collins for the Raiders. 2:19 to go. We'll get another whistle on Lyman. Vaughn picks up his first. Team's third with 2:18 to play. Colson inbound, does get it to Yackley. Yackley will make his way over. He'll put it up off the glass. Shot no good. Fight for the basketball will end up in the hands of Garnos. And Seaboy off the glass. Shot no good either. Second chance is cleaned up there by Vollmer. And Lyman is back up by 3. First time we're seeing Carson Miles in. Here's a mid-range jumper from Falkenhagen. Not a bad look, just couldn't get it to go down. Garnos gives it off. Here's a 3 from Vaughn. Not good either. And another quick one and done as Colson's the one who comes up with the basketball. Moore, straight over to Yackley. Got 2 freshmen who have started this basketball game. Here's another 3, and you got 3 freshmen playing. Falkenhagen with the cleanup, couldn't get that one to go either. Couple of opportunities and an empty trip. This game is gone quickly. We'll have a whistle and we got an officials timeout. We got, looks like somebody getting the wrong side of some contact there. And hopefully Seaboy is okay. It looks to be all right, just getting checked out. So coming in is Kiefer. He already has 2 fouls in the contest. With 71 seconds left to go. Still getting some official stoppage. Now we will resume. There's nothing on the floor. I was assuming that's why it took a little bit longer, but not the case. Final 60 seconds. Here's a 3 from Diem. And Diem connects on a 3. It's back to a 6-point lead quickly. On the other side, it's Miles. Miles puts up the shot. We'll get a foul on the floor. And you're going to hear a lot of freshmen in this contest this evening. I mean, you had Easton Moore as a freshman starting. Jet Yackley is a sophomore that started, and then you got the 3 seniors. If you've already seen Moore, you've seen Carson Miles in. So you are getting some youth, and that was a conversation I had with Coach White about how important that senior leadership is going to be this season. Said it's going to be big. Your 3 seniors, Wesley Whitler, Gavin Colson, and James Miles, your 3 seniors, and we still have a stoppage. And it looks like Kiefer, yeah, he did pick up his 3rd foul after the whistle. I thought it was going to be on the shot, but the officials say it's on the floor. And now you have a conversation with the coaching staff is Coach Garnos. I think he's just asking why one of my players has 3 fouls already. That has to be one of the conversations. Yeah, that is the case. Is you're going to get coming into the ball game, Vollmer, and Vollmer's going to come in for Kiefer, and I think Kiefer acknowledged that. Yeah, that should have been my third. 57.5. Now we'll resume action. Miles back in for the Chargers. Whitler going in. He'll get the whistle, and he'll go to the line. Whitler looking for his first buckets and first points of the evening. We'll also get a substitution as well. So I'm trying to see who is all on the court. We got more players than my stat sheet can handle. We'll see Bretton Barber in for the first time. Get a foul as well, courtesy of Garnos. Now we got a question about something. Looks like Dio has to check out and maybe get looked at as well. So just like that, you got a couple of Raiders who are, they appear to be all right, as Whitler will shoot the first free throw and knock it in. Well, that's a couple of Raiders who are getting checked out. Not sure. One of them looks like it did have some blood coming down, and he's getting taken care of as C-Boy. Second free throw from Whitler is good. Just trying to reset things here with 52 seconds left to go. It's been a crazy first quarter here from Oneida. Here's a drive in from Collins. Left side, shot no good. It's Whitler who picks up the rebound. And quickly to the other side is Colson. Colson's shot going to be deflected, and it's going to be last touched by Lyman. The Chargers will get it. Shot clock separated by 10. Coach White directing his team, telling them what play to run. Inbound will go to Whitler. Inside the arc. Attacks the left. Off the glass on the left side and lays it in. He gets his first bucket of the night. Has 4. And it's a 2-point deficit for the Chargers. First time we're also seeing Sazu in. If I mispronounce some of these names, I apologize. Sazu for 2. Couldn't get that shot to go. Second chance after the rebound from Vollmer is going to be a trip to the line. That will be the first team foul on the Chargers this evening. We'll see Moore and Yackley check back in. First free throw from Vollmer is no good. Or it is good, I apologize. Get one more here. Just to make it a 4-point lead for the Raiders. Final free throw. He's up. And in and out. Rebound is courtesy of Vaughn. And gets out of bounds on Vaughn. So it will go back to the Chargers. And the Chargers will have it for the final shot if they elect to. 10 seconds to go. Over the timeline is Yackley. Yackley to Moore. Back to Yackley with 5. Yackley to Whitler. Whitler a deep 3 with 1 on the clock. And that will be the end of the first quarter. A quick first quarter here. And we'll go to the second. It is the Chargers down by 3. 14-11. We're back in 60 seconds here on Country 95.3.
Allows you to pay your bill online or with an e-bill mobile app. They have local support to help with all of your needs. Contact Venture Communications at 605-852-2224 or visit our website at venturecom.net.
Building new?
remodeling a little or a lot, or replacing the old with the new, Oliver Construction in Oneida is reliable, honest, and affordable in helping you make your house the home you've always dreamed of. Large or small, inside or out, give Oliver Construction a call at 295-2289 for all of your home construction and remodeling needs. Oliver Construction, 295-2289.
Back here on Country 95.3 and online at Country 95.3 Sports. Big thanks to Lee and Eliza making our game sound and look good this evening. Chargers down by 3 to start the second quarter. As both these two teams just going quick here. Couple of updates. Is C-Boy back in for the Raiders, and they'll get a play going to Vollmer. He'll go to the baseline. That was almost taken away by Whitler. Does, and he will save it to Yackley. Yackley with a 2-on-1 to the right side. He'll be fouled and go to the line. Chargers taking care of the basketball here in the first half. Just 2 turnovers. And we'll get a foul on, that'll be his first. And team first of the quarter. Chargers were in bonus, but didn't utilize the bonus. And it will be first personal for Dim. First team foul, and looks like we got some more stoppage. Not sure what for, but the 2 players who got checked out are back in. Seymour and Dim back into the game. It looks like we have a spot that needs cleaned up, and Coach White trying to bring his team back in for a conversation, and looks like the players are pointing out where all the marks are. So we'll wait for that to get cleaned up here. While we do, you can be an example. Driving sober shows your passengers and others that you take responsibility for them and yourself. Arrive alive, don't drink, and drive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. Yackley will make the first. He's got 4 on the evening. We'll get 1 more. Second free throw is off the mark. Rebound going to be picked up by Collins, and Lyman has it back, taken away by Whitler. As soon as I say they were going down, Whitler, Euro step, lays it in. Whitler with 6, and we're tied at 14 apiece. Vollmer, shot no good. It was brought down there from Falkenhagen, and quickly are the Chargers on the other end. Skip pass over to Colson. At the top, Yackley drives in, kick out. Colson thought about a 3, gets 1 man to go. He'll fire it from mid-range and get it to go. Colson with his second bucket, set the first lead for the Chargers this evening. Dim spins, looking to get it off, but it's going to be taken away by Whitler. And Whitler will now slow it down. He'll stop, pull up 3, got it. And timeout taken by Lyman as the Chargers are on an 8-0 run to start this second quarter. It's 19-14. It is a full timeout. We'll take a quick 30. 6:48 left to go. Chargers 19. It is Lyman 14. We're back in 30 seconds here on KLXS.
Score big on your next vehicle purchase with Lamb Motor Company in Oneida and Gettysburg, Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, and Lamb Auto Sales in Pierre. Check out their large selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs at any one of their locations, or go online to lambmotor.com. That's LAMBMOTOR.com. Or give them a call today at 800-952-2222. Lamb Motor Company of Oneida and Gettysburg, Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, and Lamb Auto Sales in Pierre.
Student fans trying to get the crowd going. It's 19-14, 8-0 run to start the second quarter for the Chargers with 6:48 left to go. Wyberichka here with you on the call. Big thanks to Eliza and Lee making things behind the scenes go well. KCCR and KLXS with some sports coverage tonight. After this one, you can go to KCCR for the bowl game between Troy and Jackson Jacksonville State or Jackson State, one of the two. You know, all these random college names nowadays. Lyman with the basketball into the timeout. They took the timeouts. The Chargers are going to roll out Moore, Colson, Whitler, Falkenhagen, and also Yackley. There's a drive from Vollmer. We'll have a foul on the floor, and I think Whitler will pick up his first. His reaction said it all. That is the case. Whitler picks up his first, second personal, and it will be the first team foul of the quarter. Deal will trigger it in. Bounce pass it off to Vollmer. He'll fire a mid-range jumper. That one going to miss everything, and it's going to be cleaned up there by Diem. Vollmer matched up there by Moore. It's given off to College. Now the swing to Diem. Diem on the left side. Now makes this way to the middle. Diem under the bucket to Seaboy for two. And the first bucket is going to be almost a turnover, and it's going to be last touch there by College, but it went between the legs, and the Chargers will catch a break. 19-16. Approaching 2 minutes gone by in the first half, or the second quarter. Yackley with the give off to Whitler. Whitler trying to go all the way in the paint, puts up the shot, and they're going to wave the shot off. It was actually before the shot. The foul did occur. Seymour picks up the foul. His first, team second. Chargers will have it on the baseline. 5:57 left to play. Shot clock at 35. Inbound goes to Moore, wide open underneath the buckets. Couldn't have asked for a better run play, and Moore will pick up his first bucket of the season. Lead back up to 5. Seaboy matched up there by Falkenhagen. Give it off there to Vollmer. And you get a whistle on Moore. Moore will pick up his first. It will be the team's second of the quarter. Long time voice, and as soon as I say that, it's Whitler who will take it. Goes all the way underhand right side off the turnover. And we'll get a timeout taken, 30-second timeout, as Wesley Whitler, he's going to get the bucket after the steal. We'll keep it here. Got the Hall of Famer who was calling Sully Buttes action for over 2 decades in with us. 5:27 left to go. As DT, that name that you've heard for many seasons here on Country 95.3, is next to us. I'll have to ask him if it's interesting to be a spectator for the first time. Mentioned he was going to be here tonight. But even though doesn't have the headset on tonight, it's good to see him here on Oneida. We got 5:27 left to go after the timeout taken by Lyman, and we still got more spots to clean up. That's what the stoppage is again. Not sure where that's coming from, the officials, and trying to figure that out as well. It will be Lyman basketball after the timeout. Chargers off to a 12-2 start scoring in this contest. Colin Vollmer, will get the basketball. Quickly, are the Raiders moving the basketball. 5:20 left to go. Chargers showing man-to-man. Olsen playing defense. Now it's Whitler defensively matched up there by Vollmer. Up top to Kiefer. Kiefer was looking for a lob opportunity for Diem. It's going to be a turnover. Whitler will have a whistle for him as he kind of almost lost the basketball. Could have been a turnover for the Chargers, but the foul saves it courtesy Volmer, who picks up his first of the contest. Moore gets it. Moore was looking for Whitler, poked away by Kiefer. Kiefer going all the way after the steal. And it's back down to a 5-point lead. Colson for three. No. Falkenhagen, second chance. He's fouled. No, thought I heard a whistle. Let's say the bucket goes. I thought I heard a whistle on the floor, but those squeaky shoes can sound like whistles sometimes. And we'll get a whistle that time on the other end. Apparently I can't tell the difference between a squeaky shoe and a whistle here. Foul gonna go against Easton Moore. He'll pick up his second. Moore going to check out for a moment. Barber checking in. The 5'8" freshman. Here's a give back to Diem. Triple from the left corner, knocks it in. Chargers have scored double what Lyman has in this quarter at 14-7. Right now, Whitler is spreading the ball, putting up shots as he puts that one up. It's going to be a missed shot, though. It's going to be Kiefer comes up with the rebound. They're already on the other end. It is Gardos for three, no good. Turnover there as Yackley loses it, and then it's going to be a bucket for Lyman. And it's a 2-point game after Diem picks up the score. Timeout taken by the Chargers. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on Country 95.3.
And athletes of Sully Buttes and wish them all the best this season. Whitler Seed Farm is the industry leader in variety, selection, seed treatments, and their loading is second to none. Visit whitlerseedfarm.com or give Jesse a call at 605-280-0152. Your source for seed for every acre. Located in Agar and Oneida, Whitler Seed Farm, 605-280-0152.
So I asked E.T. if it's weird to be the spectator. He said kinda. So it's good that he's enjoying a basketball game, and then he throws the question, is it weird to be in his seat? And I was like, big shoes to fill. Hall of Famer DT. And the voice of Sully Butte for many, many seasons here in Oneida. Proud community to have him as their play-by-play guy. It's a 25-23 advantage for Sully Buttes. As the Chargers did held a 7-point lead for a moment. Whitler spins, somehow makes room, gets his own shot, and puts it in. Whitler doing everything he can. He's got 13 points on the night. He has 4 rebounds to count for as well. And then you get a whistle on the other end against the Chargers. Look at Gavin Colson for his first personal. It will be the 14th foul of the quarter. 3:22, 27-23. Inbound will go to Volmer. Barber with the defensive assignment as Chargers run man-to-man. Almost back to Volmer. Volmer goes in the paint, makes a jump step. Shot no good. Whitler fights and takes away the basketball. Pushing the pace is Yackley. Yackley tries to throw up a shot. They're going to say jump ball. Yackley was trying to push the pace. Possession arrow is going to favor Sully Buttes. They'll have it from the right side. Colson inbound. Yackley is looking for a three, and then you'll get Diem picking up his second personal foul. So foul will go against Diem. He picks up his second, and then we'll get Sully Buttes for thinking some stoppage for a moment, but they quickly disperse from their huddle. We have under 3 to play here in the first half. Colson will inbound to Whitler. Quickly gives it over to Yackley on the left wing. Under 3 to play. Colson Over to Yackley. Yackley shot deflected, gets his own shot. He'll throw it off on the left side, and it's a 2-0 trip, and then Whitler somehow comes up with it after a loud bounce off the floor. And that's a bucket for the Chargers as they lead by 6, 29-23. Coach White getting his team to go, and then we'll get a whistle as Coach White is asking for a call. Both head coaches not thrilled what's going on. Coach Garnos looking for an arm. Coach White is saying how. And the story ends up with free throws and bonus for Lyman. Look at Falkenhagen on the foul. And again, the Raiders will be in bonus for the final 2:26. A sequence of events that just happened there a moment ago as the first free throw for Kiefer is in. 29-24, this to make it a 2-score game. Kiefer, second free throw, high bounce off the iron, and it will go in. Kiefer with 6. It's 29-25. This game will stay close for a long time. Whitler going to try and attack the paint. Tries to create his own shot, but a little too much off the iron. That's a one and done for the Chargers. Quickly on the other end, it's a 3 from Garnos. And the Chargers only up by 1. 29-28. Whitler trying to answer with his own 3. That 3 is off the mark. Dia with the rebound. Goes all the way. Then gives it off to Vaughn. And Falkenhagen messed up and altered the shot. And Lyman gets it right back. Lyman fans are happy about the result, but Sully Bears were looking for a charge call. And the game is starting to pick up once again. Whitler with under 90. Gives it off to Barber. Whitler catches it. Fires a 3. Going to be left short. Chargers going fast, but maybe a little too fast at some points. We'll see Miles back in. Whitler will check out as well. We'll get Carson Miles and James Miles, and then Lyman will lose the basketball. Got 3 lead changes, 1 tie so far. In this game, only 1 tie. 78 seconds left to go. Yackley will get the inbound. Way up top, it's dealing with the matchup defensively. They'll switch. It's Colson. Colson attacks, paint, puts it up and in. Gavin Colson with 6. Quickly on the other end, wide open underneath. And we'll retake the lead for Lyman. 32-31. 53 seconds to go. Colson, Yackley for 3. He's got it! Yackley has 7 as the lead goes back to 2 for the Chargers. Kiefer will miss the shot. We'll get a jump ball. And the officials discussing things. It's a jump ball. Possession arrow is going to favor Lyman. I'm not sure what they were discussing there for a quick moment. Checking back in for Lyman, Conway Collins. He'll check in for Vaughn. Lyman will have the basketball. Shot clock separated by 0.2 of a second. Colson. Palmer for 2. It's 34 all. Shot clock turned off. Sully Buttes can hold for the final shot. Yackley will make his way to the left side. 17 seconds left to play. Now goes back up to the middle near the center circle. Dio matched up with him defensively. Yackley looking. 8 seconds to go. Yackley crossover. He'll fire a 3 with 5 on the clock. It takes a bounce and almost on there. And with 2 seconds to go, Collins will fire a 3 and banks it in. Conway Collins just checked in. It ends the half, opening up the bank. 37-34, Lyman up after an intense first half here from Sully Buttes High School. We'll step aside, 2-minute timeout. We'll get you a breakdown of what this half has turned out to be. 37-34, favor in for Lyman right now. We'll step aside. We'll be back in 2 minutes here on Country 95.3 and online at Country 95.3 Sports.
Eric's Custom Repair supports Sully Buttes Sports and its athletes. Eric's Custom Repair is your trusted mechanic located in Agar. Stop into the gas and convenience store to fuel up and fill up too. Eric's Custom Repair, located on Highway 83 in Agar. Call today to schedule an appointment. 605-258-2137. That's 605-258-2137 for Eric's Custom Repair of Agar. Go get them, Chargers.
Oahe Grain in Oneida has been doing business with you, the producer, since 1954. They're one of the largest privately owned elevators in central South Dakota. Their friendly and knowledgeable team of employees is there for you. With 220-foot truck scales and 5 dump pits, they're sure to get you back to the farm quickly. They also have a 110-car shuttle loading facility and have 2 grain dryers to help serve you in all your grain handling needs. Call Oahe Grain Corporation in Oneida at 258-2811 or check them out at oahegraincorp.com. Grain is their middle name.
With over 40 years of experience, Lake and Out Construction Incorporated is your one-stop shop for grain handling on the farm or commercial. From repairs to complete new build projects, we've got the expertise to take on the toughest jobs. We're a proud authorized Sukup dealer ready to meet all your grain business. 605-295-0011 for quality work backed by a crew you can trust. From Todd, Gary, Legina, and the entire Lake and Out construction crew, good luck, Chargers, on a winning season.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Sully Buttes Band bringing us back here to the halftime intermission on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. Wyatt Bryczka with you here to give you some first half numbers, and a bank shot closes the first half courtesy of Conway Collins, who checked in the final moments as it was tied at 34 apiece, and that buzzer beater is what gives the Lyman Raiders the 3-point advantage. 37-34 on your scoreboard. Going quarter by quarter, it was the Raiders taking a 14-11 lead after one, and it was an even second quarter outing. 46 points scored, 23 apiece for both teams. Raiders shooting 14 of 29 from the field, 5 of 9 from three-point land, and 4 of 6 from the charity stripe. The Chargers would go 14 of 37 from the field, 3 of 12 from three-point land, and 3 of 4 from the charity stripe. Team-wise, 7 lead changes, 2 ties occurred in the first half. Rebounds, I have Lyman only up by 3 at 19-16. Some of the things that Coach White was talking about as far as one of the key things that the Chargers were working on yesterday coming into this contest. Taking a look at some other things, the Chargers have taken care of the basketball really well. It's just, even with the high-intensity physical basketball game, 11 turnovers for Lyman, just 3 for the Chargers of Sully Buttes. So Chargers taking care of the basketball. The only difference is right now is the three-pointer at the end and the 3-point lead that the Chargers were facing the deficit of in the first quarter. We'll step aside, take another 2-minute timeout, take a look at some individual statistics coming up here in just a moment here on KLXS Country 95.3. Right now, Lyman leads 37-34. We're back in 2 minutes here on Country 95.3.
Barber Farm Service Incorporated and Barber Chemical wishes good luck to the Sully Buttes Chargers. Growers, call Ken or Jack for all of your planting and harvesting solutions at 258-2708. That's 258-2708. Barber Farm Services and Barber Chemical, located under the White Water Tower, 2 miles south of Oneida. They know that hard work does pay off. Go Sully Buttes Chargers! From all of us at Barber Farm Service and Barber Chemical. Venture Communications has deep roots in rural South Dakota. Venture now proudly provides fiber to the home with 100% of our customers, enabling them to enjoy super fast and reliable internet connections. We'd like the opportunity to keep you in touch with the people and resources that matter most. 100% fiber and 100% committed to rural South Dakota. Call Venture Communications today at 605-852-2224, 605-852-2224, or online at venturecom.net.
The Sully Buttes Chargers are on fire, and so is our grill. Before you head to the field or the court, stop by the corner. We're celebrating the Chargers. Come fill your tank, grab a drink, snack, and show your team spirit with us. It's where Charger Nation gets ready to go. For either home or away game, fill up your car and your stomach. Call ahead if you're running late at 605-258-2400. Order your pizza or burgers and have them waiting on you. The corner is located on Highway 83.
Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, they make banking easier with convenient mobile banking. Enjoy on-the-go, secure access to your account balances, recent account activity, and check images, as well as the ability to transfer funds and make mobile deposits. Visit mysunrisebank.com today or download the mobile banking app. Sunrise Bank Dakota is a proud sponsor of Sully Buttes athletics and activities and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, member FDIC.
Bring you back here to the halftime report. Sully Buttes down by 3, 37-34. Conway Collins connecting on a 3 to end the half to give them that 3-point lead. Take a look at some individual statistics. We'll start with the visitors of the Raiders from Lyman. It is Dia with 12 points that leads the way for the Raiders. Vaughn with 3, Collins with 3, Kiefer with 6, Volmer with 9, and Gardos with 3 here in the contest. You also got Schneider with 2 and Seaboy with 2. Actually, just Seaboy with 2. So for some reason, we're giving points to other folks on my stat sheet. I'll fix that going into Friday. Take a look at the Chargers real quick. Wesley Whitler leading all scoring with 15 points. He has 6 rebounds to add to his stats on the night. He got 13 of the 15 in the second quarter in the ball game. Taking a look at some other scoring, you got Gavin Colson with 6. You got Jet Yackley with 7. Easton Moore finishes the half with 2, and Falkenhagen has 4 in the contest as well. I mean, if you're the Chargers, I mean, despite the height advantage that Lyman has, they have held their own in this ball game. Again, physical ball game, but you like to see the effort that the Chargers have given, especially on the defensive side of things. Just that 3-pointer right now being the difference. That is your individual statistics. Coming up, we'll have the second half for you. We'll take one more final 2-minute timeout. And second half action is coming up next here on KLXS Country 95.3. We're back in 2 minutes.
Yag Air Incorporated is your locally owned ag chemical and seed retailer. Yag Air Incorporated offers reliable ground and aerial application. For the latest seed and chemical pricing, contact Kyle at 605-280-8710 or Tony at 605-280-4771. Yag Air for all your ag chemical and seed needs. Kyle 605-280-8710 or Tony 605-280-4771.
Before or after the game, get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and co-workers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida. Proud to be a supporter of Sully Buttes Sports.
At 83 Ag Sales, we specialize in precision planting to help you create a growing environment that will maximize your efficiency and crop yields. We're committed to helping you improve your planting and production with the best technology available. Located in Oneida, 83 Ag Sales, here to make the most of your growing season. Call us at 605-222-5385. We can help you choose the right components for your equipment and your operation.
AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Butte Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
Lyman 37, Sully Buttes 34 as we get you set for the second half here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. Wyatt Bridgecott with you. Big thanks to Lee and Eliza making this game possible on the video and radio side of things. We'll have the starting five for the Sully Buttes Chargers. It will be James Miles, Wesley Whitler. We got Jet Yackley, Easton Moore, and Gavin Colson to start the second half. Second half underway here. Chargers separated by a 3 as they will start with the basketball, and then it will be a turnover to start the second half. Dion will go from left to right, can't get the shot to go, and James Miles is the one who is able to secure the rebound. Chargers, Colson, Whitler gets it, goes on the attack. That shot going to be swatted from behind from Seaboy, and then cleaning it up is going to be Whitler, who has 17 on the night. Back to the Raiders. Up by 1. Seaboy in the paint for 2. Off the back iron. Whitler comes down with his second board of the half. And the Chargers can take the lead here. Whitler says, why not can't I do it? Picked up there by Moore. Moore can't get the second chance opportunity. And it's 2 and done for the Chargers. Volmer to Seaboy. Seaboy will swing it over to Diem with 1 minute gone by. Diem will fire a 3. That will go off to the right, and Yackley comes down with the rebound. Quickly as Moore will turn it over. Raiders back with it, and we'll go out of bounds. He'll go to the Chargers. And Coach Gardos telling them to slow down a little bit there on that last possession. Tight game to start this one off. Lyman 1-0. Chargers seeking their first win in their first game of the season. There's a give. Moore wide open underneath the buckets. And Moore's got 4. Chargers up by 1. 8th lead change of the night. Seaboy, left side, baseline, shot no good. Yackley trying to push the pace. Yackley gives it off to Whitler. Whitler will fire a 3. That one's no good. Fight for the basketball. That's Colson. He will go with his left hand and lay it in. Colson with 8. Quickly, Dion will get a whistle. Foul on the floor. Will go against the Chargers. And they'll give the foul, I believe, to Colson. He'll pick up his second. And that'll be the team first of the quarter. James Miles will check out. Falconet checks in for Sully Buttes. Volmer with 3 in there. Now we got to fight for the basketball, and arms are swinging, and we got a foul. I believe you're going to get Yackley on the foul. That is the case. So quickly do the Chargers pick up 2 quick fouls with 1:09 having gone by. Now Lyman will try again to inbound. There is Collins. Now Seaboy. Seaboy will swing it over to Diem. Give it inside out to Kiefer. Kiefer has that swat away from Moore. Nice defense there. And Lyman will keep the basketball. Coach White. Down to his team in a good way. If you can't see it on the video side of things. So Lyman will try it again. Diem has got a 3. He'll launch one from the right corner, and that is good. Diem with 15. Moore going to try to answer. Goes baseline. Gives it off to Whitler. Whitler, step back on the elbow. Back to Moore. It's Yackley at the top. Swinging it over to Colson. Colson will drive. Left side. Lays it in. Colson with 10, and the Chargers back up by 2. Collins almost loses it. Colson almost got it. And Diem, Euro step forward 2. It's no good. Whitler with the cleanup. And the Chargers will slow it down after a while of fast-paced play. Colson at the top. Gives it off to Moore. Moore in the paint. Floater going to be left short. Falkenhagen will clean it up, but he'll get fouled. Falkenhagen just going to be the cleanup guy. It feels like this evening he's got 6 boards and 4 points to account for. And he'll have his first trip to the line tonight. Chargers 3 of 4 from the line. And we'll look to extend this lead up more with 4:45 left to play. First free throw, Falkenhagen will miss it. We'll get one more free throw here. No changes by either team. Second free throw. He is going to be no good. Seaboy with the rebound. And quickly are the Raiders over. Skip pass over to Diem. Diem to Geifer. Colson almost got the steal again. Geifer to Collins at the top. Lyman just swinging around. Now here's the attack. Diem on the floater. No good. And once again, guess who's cleaning it up? Falkenhagen. Yackley, 3 off the mark. And back are the Raiders. Here is a offensive charge call. Moore will take it. Freshman getting dirty down low as he will take the charge. That was Collins who was the one who made the contact. And we'll stay a 2-point lead with 4:08 to play for the Chargers. 42-40 with 4:04 left to play. Yackley will give it off to Moore. Hand it off to Yackley again. Left side wing, up top to Moore. Moore spins. Whitler going to try to go in the paint. Shot is altered by Seaboy. Fight for the basketball. It's Sully Boots who pick it up. Over to Falk, hang in for 2. Couldn't get the layup. Colson underneath to clean it up. Those are going to be the buddies that you wish you could have back, but you're lucky that Colson was right there to get the rebound and have an easy put-back shot. As Whitler almost got the steal, and then you're going to get a traveling call. Kiefer on the bench was shocked. If you watch that live. Timeout taken by Lyman. 44-40 with 3:24 left to go. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here for our listeners. Be a good sport, whether you're at the field or in the gym. Good sportsmanship is a responsibility. Whether you're at home or on the road, show your respect to the players, the fans, and the facility. Arrive alive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. Right now, Chargers have outscored the Raiders 10-3. As our crown mic apparently wants to overpower my voice here. 10-3, your third quarter outing. And however you may be tuning in, whether you're watching live or on the radio, we can't thank you enough for tuning into this contest. We'll be on the road Friday for the first road trip of the season. As the Sully Buttes girls will make their way to Harriet Selby. Boys will be home Saturday against Winter. We'll have both those games here on Country 95.3. Charger basketball after the charge call. I believe it was Kiefer who picked up his 4th foul, so he's going to be hanging out on the bench for a little while. Probably won't see him back until the 4th quarter. Out of bounds, stays with the Chargers with 3:11 left to go. And we'll get a stoppage for Shutai. Whitler right now, 17 points. Colson has now gotten to double digits with 12. Whitler a rebound away from a double-double to start the season. Colson's at the top. He'll try to attack the right side. He'll get the whistle, and he'll go to the line. Third team foul for Lyman. Third personal for Garnos. Colson making his first trip to the line this season. He'll miss the first. Chargers 43%. We'll get one more free throw here with 3:06 to play. Chargers from the field are 19 of 50. But they're the ones with the 5-point advantage. They're just getting a lot of opportunities. Second and third chance buckets, even though they're the shorter team out of the two. Diem going to try and attack the right side. Now he'll give it up now to Gardos at the top. Gardos looking. Looks to give it off there to Vollmer. Does underneath. Left side. Hits the rim. Five for the basketball. Second chance. And it'll be out of bounds. It'll stay with the Raiders. Chargers have out-rebounded. Again, all stats unofficial, but out-rebounded 27-24. That's a stat to watch for. That shot's going to be good from Vollmer on the inbound play. And it's a 3-point lead. Ackley over the timeline. Makes this way to the left side. Looks, gives it off to Whitler. Well, matches up with him defensively. Back to Yackley. Up top to Moore. Moore. Yackley. Pump fake three. Looking. We'll bring it back up top. Moore. He'll fire three. That one going to be left short. And it's going to be cleaned up there by Gardos. Raiders can tie it here with a three. They'll lose the basketball, though. Turnover by Lyman. And here comes Yackley. 3-on-1. It's Whitler. He'll be patient and put it in on the left side. Whitler with 19. Lyman quickly on the other side. 5-point lead with 1:45 to play. Here's a three from Garnos. No good. Fight for the basketball. It's Vollmer. Second chance. No good. Seaboy, third opportunity. That's no good. And it's Falkenhagen coming up with the basketball in the end. Whitler will slow it down. We'll get a couple of substitutions from Lyman on the next whistle. Underneath, Moore wide open again. He misses the layup, though. And Coach White's reaction says it all. Gardos triple, got it. Gardos with the rebound and then gets rewarded with a triple on the other end. Oh no, are they going to rule that a two? They do. They're going to say it's a long two. I thought it was a three. Either way, it's a 3-point lead for the Chargers. Colson, though, can't get that shot to go. Colson trying to get the rebound. That's no good, but Whitler is the one who comes up with the basketball and can't get that one to go either.
I hope he's saving them for Saturday.
47-44. Garnos to Seaboy, right side. Shot's going to be waved off. And we'll get a foul on Falkenhagen. We'll see James Miles check back in for the Chargers with the shot clock turned off. Couple of changes to the lineup. We'll see Conway Collins in. Vaughn is also back in. Inbound to Kiefer. Kiefer is playing with 4 personal fouls. Triple is good from Vaughn. I'll say Vaughn has 2 fouls. I have 4, but we'll fix that in just a moment. Whitler has Vaughn on the deck. Can't get the 3 to capitalize, though. And it's a one and done. And a whistle for the Chargers. I think you're going to get Colson with his third. That's the case. Brenton Barber going to check back in. 6.5. Walmer going to check back in. He'll check in for Collins. Look for Collins, look for Diem. Diem's the one who gets it. 5 seconds, triple is up, hits the back iron. But Yackley with the rebound, and he'll just let it go into the buzzer. So we will go to the fourth quarter, and don't go anywhere, folks. We have ourselves a good fourth quarter. It's tied at 47 apiece. We'll be back after this 1-minute timeout here on Country 95.3 and online at Country 95.3 Sports.
At AgTegra, we're leveraging the power of the cooperative to benefit our farmers and ranchers, their families, and local communities. We're creating jobs for your neighbors and putting money back into our communities. We're lending a hand in our rural fire departments, food banks, and 4-H and FFA programs. That's what local is all about. When you do business at AgTegra, you help us make a difference in your community. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
Country 95.3 online at Country 95.3 Sports as we get you set for the final quarter here in this contest. Big thanks to Eliza and Lee running the camera and the board. Back in the studio. Chargers are going to have their starting 5 out there to start this fourth quarter. (47-47). Chargers going to have asked for a better way to open up the season. Yackley, Colson, Moore, Miles, and Whitler. This fourth quarter gets underway. It will be Lyman basketball to start the fourth. It's Diem who had himself a good second half. He's had a good game overall, 15 points. And that shot going to start off the fourth quarter courtesy of a Vollmer 2. And the lead change, expect that to go up as this game winds down in regulation. Whitler going to attack, gives it off to Colson. There's a give up top to Moore. Swing it over to Yackley on the left wing. Yackley will drive in, left to right, underhand. Opportunity is off the mark. And back for the Raiders. Has been a back and forth. Biggest lead for the Chargers has been 7. Lyman has been 6. Almost lost that with Dia, but right there is Gardos. Back to Vollmer. Vollmer to Kiefer. Kiefer on the attack. Left side, lays it in. Kiefer with a rebound and a bucket. It's a 4-point lead. Yackley will give it off to Whitler. Whitler going to try to go on the attack, and we're going to whistle on a foul. We're going to get Kiefer with the foul. Looks like it has to be his third if he's out there. So I'm giving a foul off to somebody else who shouldn't have a foul. And they will say that's his third. Colson to trigger it in, does. To Yackley on the right side. Yackley trying to go left side off the glass with the spin and goes in. First bucket for the Chargers, and they're down by 2. 6:33 left to play. Drive in, Vollmer for 2, no good. Whitler with the rebound, quickly on the other end. It is Colson, and we're tied again. Colson with 15 on the night. And we're tied at 51 apiece. Tie number 6. Can this break the tie? It won't. Fight for the basketball. Him to Kiefer. Kiefer's shot is up and no good. We got some free throws coming up. We're going to get James Miles for the foul. Kiefer is going to go to the line for his second trip. Yes, the Raiders are 4-6 Not a lot of trips to the charity stripe today by either team. Kiefer will miss the first after going 2 for 2. Get one more free throw here, this to break the tie. How long can everybody go before we get some changes? Second free throw is off the mark. It's Whitler who gets the rebound, and as soon as I say something, Falkenhagen is at the scorer's table to check in. We're tied at 51 apiece. Chargers can regain the lead and have lead change number 10. Whitler loses control of the basketball, but Yackley is able to get it. There's a swing over to Colson. Colson on the drive to Moore. Yackley on the drive, floater outside the keys in. Yackley is the third Charger in double digits. He's got 11. And it's lead change number 10. 53-51. Taken away by Whitler. Whitler with 2-on-1. He'll take it all the way himself. He can't make the layup. Whitler somehow gets it back. Second chance, third chance. It's good. Yackley. Chargers up by 4. Diem the answer though with a 2 and a timeout. Taken by Lyman. 55-53 with 5:07 left to play. We'll keep it here. Be a good citizen, help out in your community. Your friends and neighbors make Oneida strong and proud. Working together, we can all make our town great. Arrive alive. This message from Sully County Sheriff's Office. 5:07 left to play. A tight, contested contest from start until this point. Expected to go all 32 minutes. Timeout was taken by Lyman. As Coach White talking with this team, we do have a change as Cooper Falkenhagen is going to be back in for, looks like, James Miles. See if Lyman makes any changes to their lineup. After the timeout, it actually was a 60-second timeout. I thought it was a 30, so we'll keep things here, but you got 3 for the Chargers in double digits. Wesley Whitler leading all scoring with 19. Gavin Colson having a second half of 15 points. He's gotten 9 in the... he's gotten 9 in the second half. And Jet Yackley, who picked up his double-digit scoring in this fourth quarter, has 6 of the 8 points scored. Timeout was taken by Lyman. Charger basketball up by 2. Whitler's calling for some help on the press that Lyman shows. They are able to get it into Yackley. And Lyman will back off over the midcourt stripe. Colson, Moore wide open underneath. Couldn't get the layup to go. He gets his own rebound, and you'll get a traveling call. As Moore couldn't keep his feet down, a turnover, just the 6th of the day for the Chargers. And now it's Lyman who can tie things up. If that's the case, it would be tie number 7. They can take the lead with the 3. Bulmer will give it out to Seaboy. Seaboy will skip past it over to Collins. Diem is matched up by Colson. There's a screen. Diem with 15 on the shot clock. They'll lose the basketball through the zip pass there. And the Chargers will slow it down. Moore is going to get it over to Whitler on the left corner. Back over to Moore. Colson with 4:21 left to play. Colson, excuse me, takes it. It's going to be out of bounds. And Colson is going to lose the basketball and turn it over. Pressure show by the Chargers. Yackley quickly back to the other side where Collins is. His matchup, his defense shows man-to-man. Final 4 minutes of regulation. Collins will give it back to Seaboy. There's a swing now to Diem for the lead. He's got it. Dia with 5 in the quarter. He's got 20. And it's a 1-point lead. Dia's got 23, it says. I have him for 20. We'll figure out what's going on. And Falkenhagen will get the foul, and then you got a timeout on the floor. We hope he is all right. I believe that is Vollmer, who not want to assume anything. We hope he's all right. 3:33 left to play. Trying to see who I gave an extra 3 to, and Vollmer says he's good. Might have been just a little cramp there for Vollmer. Trying to see who I gave an extra score to from my calculations, and it does say that I have Diem for 20, but the scoreboard has 23, so I'll figure out who that is in just a moment. Falkenhagen at the line. I'm going to get his first free throw, and as soon as I say that, he does, and we're tied at 56. Get one more free throw. This for lead change number 12. Have been tied for the 7th time. And Sully Butte are up by 1. 3:33 left to play. Starters are going the distance. Falkenhagen has been in for the last 5 since the 5-minute mark. Almost a turnover. Yackley trying to use his speed. Does. Goes all the way left side. That's swatted away as Whitler comes up with it, but we'll get a foul. Whitler just doing the boards here in the 4th quarter. He's got 13 rebounds. In the second half, or in the game, excuse me. He's got 6 in the second half, though. Lyman with 3 team fouls after that one was on Kiefer. Shot's going to be no good from Falkenhagen. And Lyman can now take the lead with any shots. Diem will throw that one too far. It's going to be Whitler. Switches hands to the right and lays it in off the steal. Vollmer, who was out for a moment, is back in. Or he probably stayed in. I don't remember things changing. So good news for him that he's back in. Foul 2:30 though. Seaboy spins to the right, and we'll get a traveling call. That is the case. Coach Gardos is looking for an arm or something. He's looking for something to go his way. It's based on his reaction. And that's why I always say we're up here and not down there making those calls or getting any of those comments from the coach, I would imagine. Golson now back with it. 2:14 left to go. Chargers up by 3. They were looking for more again down low. It has been better for more down low this evening. There's out of bounds. It'll stay with the Chargers. And then Coach White going to spend a timeout here. Full timeout. We'll take one with them. Chargers up by 3, 59-56. Don't go anywhere as this game is close as the Chargers lead. With 2:11 left to go here on Country 95.3. We're back in 60.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
At Ringneck Energy, our
before or after.
At Ringneck Energy, our mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of our investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Ringneck Energy, located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida. Call 605-945-6900 and check out our website, www.ringneckenergy.com. Ringneck Energy in Oneida, creating economic opportunities in our community.
2:11 left to play, 59-56. Chargers are up right now. The Chargers have outscored Lyman 12-9 in this fourth quarter. And it's Charger basketball. Inbound goes to Moore. Swings it to Yackley. Looks for the feed inside to Whitler. Yackley's the one who comes up with it as the Raiders almost came up with the steal. Chargers reset. 5 on the shot clock. Whitler going to fire a deep three. And can't get that one to go. And almost a steal. Falkenhagen is knowing he missed an opportunity. Coach White is like, huh? I know he's not. Heck of a call right there, but probably did get him with the reach. Falkenhagen picks up his third. 1:50 left to play. Bulmer gives it off to Diem. Diem can tie with a three, and then you'll get a call on Sully Buttes. Golson will pick up his fourth. That is the team's third, so both teams with a foul to give. Lyman stacking up. Again, Lyman can tie with a three with 95 seconds left to go. Off the glass, wow, switches hands and gets that one to go. I don't know how Diem made that one. He's got, we'll find out, 22 or 25. Whitler to Yackley. He matches up with him defensively. They'll give it off to Colson. Colson to Moore, wide open underneath, and then closing in was Kiefer, and a foul will go against Kiefer. Moore with the patience and gets him to the line. And now we'll do it for Kiefer, finishing the night 8 points and 7 rebounds. Moore is going to shoot the free throws. Collins will come in for Kiefer. As Coach White is talking with Colson, Yackley, and Whitler. Falkenhagen is going to hang out with Moore. 74 seconds. Moore will make the first. Big free throw there. This to make it a 3-point game. As the three dispersed from their conversation with Coach White. Now free throw from Moore to make it a 3-point game. He does. 74 seconds left to go. You gotta be looking for Diem if you're Lyman. Diem's been your best shooter, almost traveled with it. Nice save there from Gardos and Collins. Final 60 seconds. Diem matched up by Colson. Taken away. Whitler comes up with the steal. And now time is on the Chargers side. Coach White telling them to slow down. Shot clock separated by 11. Whitler will get fouled and go to the line. I mean 21 seconds, I should say, is the separation. But the Chargers get to go to the line. Seymour picks up his fourth personal now. Shot clock will be separated by 7 after these free throws. This to make it a 2-possession game. And Whitler continues his big nights with 22 points. Timeout going to be taken by the Chargers. And what a night for the Chargers to tip off their season. With Whitler with 22, Colson with 15, Yackley's got 13. Moore just made 2 big free throws just a moment ago. The Chargers' free throw percentage at 69%. And right now, those free throws coming in big. A 15-11 outing in the fourth quarter with the Chargers favored. They've actually outscored Lyman 28-21. But it was the Raiders who had a 3-point lead in the first half. That's why the lead is at 4.
How many timeouts is it?
62-58, 42.8. Lyman was the one with the timeout. Knowing they got a big task. If Whitler makes this free throw, this would make it a 5-point lead with 42.8. Whitler will take his time. Steps up to the line. 2 dribbles. Fires. Makes it. Time against the Raiders. Whitler trying to play defense as he matches up with Vollmer. Lyman needing to get a quick shot. Shot clock will be turned off after this possession. 30 seconds to go. Whitler with the steal. This to put the dagger, and it does. Whitler steals it again and makes that one. I don't know, he came up with that one, but a quick 3 on the other end with 14 seconds left to go. Missed shot. Picked up by Diem. He'll fire a 3 and to make it. And that's going to do it with 2 seconds left to go. And that's going to do it. Chargers with a thriller to open the season up. We'll step aside with the Chargers winning 67-61. We'll step aside, recap this game, and wrap things up here from Oneida. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. Chargers 61, Lyman 61. An incredible basketball game as the home team comes out victorious. We'll be back in 2 minutes on Country 95.3.
Koenig of Oneida, Pierre, and Winter has provided our services to growers of South Dakota for over 50 years. We focus on providing our customers with the products, services, and attention to detail that each farmer needs to succeed. For your individual needs of custom spraying, liquid or dry fertilizer, chemical, soil sampling, seed sales, and treating, stop in and see us at Koenig with offices located in Oneida, Pierre, and Winter.
Hometown shopping at its best. Don's Food Center has what you want and where you need it most. Right in Oneida. Enjoy a great selection of groceries, fresh meat and produce, friendly service, and more. Get all your snacks for the big game at Don's Food Center. Don's Food Center is a proud supporter of Sully Buttes Athletics and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Don's Food Center, where parking is convenient, shopping is easy, and your time is priority.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches, and is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Terry and Peggy Barber and family with Red Spray Service in Pierre, Oneida would like to wish the Sully Buttes Chargers good luck with tonight's game and all season long. Call Red Spray Service today at 258-2743 for all your aerial application and retail chemical sales needs. The Barbers would like to remind you what Henry Ford once said, that when everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it.
Back here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. What a heck of a ball game for the Chargers to open up their season against the Lyman Raiders. Both these two teams going to be really good this season. If tonight didn't say that, if tonight said something for sure. The Sully Beach Chargers, it was the fourth quarter really, and the outscoring of the second half at 33-24. That was the difference in this game. The Lyman Raiders would have a 37-34 advantage after one half of play. A 14-11 after one. Both teams would score 23 apiece in the second. Chargers would outscore the Raiders in the third, 13-10. 20 points for the Raiders or for the Chargers in the fourth, and they would outscore in the fourth quarter 20-14. Shooting wise for this team, for the Raiders, 24-51 from the field, 9-16 from three-point land, and 4 of 8 from the charity stripe. And for your Chargers tonight, 71 opportunities shooting tonight. Yes, you heard that correctly. 71. They had 20 more shots unofficially than the Raiders did this evening. That's going to win you a lot of ball games if you can get many shots, opportunities. They didn't shoot the three-point game well, I should say. 3 of 19 from the field. I know they took a lot of threes, but really in the end, it was the aggressive defense, but also the rebounding was huge in this game. We'll talk about that in just a moment. 10 of 14 from free throw land. 18 turnovers for the Raiders, 7 for the Chargers. 12 lead changes, 7 ties. And for the rebounding, the Chargers out-rebounded unofficially 36-32 in the ball game. Going into kind of more shooting stats here in the quarters here is both teams had a decent fourth quarter shooting-wise, and I'm trying to see if I can get the final numbers here of the shooting. I don't, so we'll have to go back on that in just a moment. But again, the rebounding defense from Sully Beach to get the work that they did defensively this evening, but also it was just not giving up really in this ball game when things could have gone either way. I mean, for either team in that one. Whitler just kind of put the dagger on things for the Chargers, especially. He actually snagged that away from that final score for Whitler. He basically just snagged it away from Vollmer to get that final score in the win for the Chargers. A couple of other things, as I know we are late here on Country 95.3, wrapping some things up. We'll just do the individual statistics for the boys here, for the Chargers, I should say, in the boys contest. Easton would finish with 5 rebounds and 6 points. Jet Yackley would add 13 of his own with 5 rebounds. Wesley Whitler has a double-double, 27 points and 13 rebounds. Gavin Colson with 15 points and 4 rebounds. James Miles would grab a rebound in the contest, and Cooper Falkenhagen would finish with 8 boards and 6 points. It's going to be Miles and Falkenhagen doing a lot of the cleanup for this Sully Buttes team this season. They both had a really good basketball game tonight. Really, everybody had a contributing factor in one way or another. For the Raiders, it was led by Diem. He had 28 or 25. I had him for 25 tonight. Cole Kiefer would have 8 points and 7 rebounds. Vaughn would finish with 5. Collins with 3. Vollmer with 13 and 10 rebounds. And Seaboy would finish with 2 points on the night as well. Do have a couple of obligations. First one is your player of the game, brought to you by Yackley Ranchers. Give it to Wesley Whitler. What a game to start off, and especially the second half that he had on both sides. But all around, Whitler is your Yackley Ranchers player of the game. Now, time for your Colson Farms Unsung Hero, brought to you by Colson Farms. This goes out to the player that it's hard to give. It's hard, or works hard and gives it their all, even though their name might not be said a lot throughout the broadcast. And I got to give it to Falkenhagen. I thought Falkenhagen just having to do a lot of the dirty work on the glass tonight and had some of the tough assignments. I thought Cooper Falkenhagen is going to be your unsung hero, brought to you by the Colson Farms player or unsung hero of the game. Taking a look at what's coming up next here for the Chargers. We'll start with the girls. They'll be in Harriet Selby at the Harriet High School main gym on Friday. That'll be a 6:30 tip-off. We'll have that coverage for you here on Country 95.3. And then Saturday for the Sully Buttes boys, they'll be hosting Winter at 2 o'clock. that will be coverage here on Country 95.3 as well. You can catch all those games on video on Country 95.3 Sports. Big thanks to Lee, big thanks to Peggy, big thanks to Eliza back in the studio and camera work this evening, so big thanks to them. And for the entire Riverfront Broadcasting team, I'm Wyatt Barichka. This is a presentation of Sully Beach basketball here on Country 95.3 and online at Country 95.3 Sports.